Hi everybody, welcome back to Dress to Quest. I am Nathan, I'm the DM here, and we are an actual play live stream, an actual play D&D live stream with an emphasis on cosplay. And we are playing in the Ghosts of Saltmarsh campaign, and we're all level 8. We have a very special guest with us tonight. Really happy to have Thor here tonight. Thank you for joining us this evening.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, and the show started a little late tonight because my computer decided to explode just before going live. So cool, but we got it all worked out. But before we move on, let's see here. How do I want to do this? Let's do some quick intros, and then Thor, I'm going to give you the floor after the intros, and you can tell us who you are and all that stuff. So let's actually start first with Eric, if you don't mind kicking us off.
Sure. I'm Eric. I'm playing Glum. He's a battlesmith artificer, and he is both glummy and punny. And we'll see what happens next.
He's very punny, indeed. And next up we have Chris.
Hi everybody, I'm Chris and I play Ayize Marley, the Tremisian human wizard, and I'm looking forward to our undersea adventure part. Never mind.
And next up we actually have a returning player. We're so happy to have you back, Erica. If you don't mind introducing yourself again for everybody.
Yay! Hi, I'm Erica. I play Rin Swiftbow, Beastmaster Ranger, not a beast elf, as I said that one time. And every game I summon a Bert named Falcon over here.
Amazing. And then we also have Space.
Hey guys, I'm Space. I play Aspen, the Asimar Hexblade Warlock Divine Soul Sorcerer. I'm just happy to have everybody here.
Awesome.
So excited.
Yeah, and last but not least, we have Thor.
Hi, I'm Thor Nye, and I will be playing something that's a secret for now. I think I'll let it unfold as it goes. Happy to be here. Yep.
Yeah,
Excited.
awesome. And Thor, do you? I'm happy to give you the floor for a bit if you want to talk about your game and anything.
Oh
else.
yes, I'm also here to plug my new board game, which I made me and a couple friends at a little studio called Heavy Dragon have made in conjunction with WizKids and Wizards of the Coast. So we have a new D&D official board game coming out in August. It launches at Gen Con this summer, and it's a lot of fun. It's a team-based, as a party-based PvP sort of quest objective board game where you have a party of adventurers, which might be you guys, like the 4 of you, and then you have another party of adventurers with another up to 4 people, so you can play up to 8 people, and you are thrown into the battle realms of the god of war, Tempest himself, and given a trial, which consists of certain quests, objectives, or things you have to do. And then, in true D&D fashion, you have to now solve this with your characters and your skills, but the other party is trying to do the same thing at the same time. So can you be the more sort of efficient party? Are you better at D&D as far as that goes? Obviously not a real thing, but yeah, it's D&D with a sort of a competitive edge to it. And you don't need a dungeon master or any of that stuff. So that is gonna be a fun thing. I think we're linking a cool article that GameStop had a big announcement interview feature about a month ago.
It's been posted, yes. It's up there now.
Cool. So I'm not sure if the pre-order links are in that, but if you Google any Trials of Tempest, you'll find the pre-orders of WizKids or in many other retailers already. So it's great. Comes in 2 editions, standard edition, which is beautiful box and a lot of sort of stuff, and 25 something minis. And the premium edition, which has the same things exactly, except the minis are painted.
Ooh.
So that's my plug for today.
The minis come pre-painted? That's really nice.
In the premium edition, it does, yes, and they do look great. I obviously have a copy myself, and I was pleasantly surprised. You know, normally a lot of games come and they're like it's messy, or like you have to pay extra money for like the dividers or proper organizer.
Right.
Our box, luckily, all that stuff is already in. Like it has an organizer.
That's awesome.
All the minis go certain places, and it's nice like that.
Yeah, I feel like I've played board games where you open everything up and all the packages and it all just kind of explodes outwards and you can't
exactly.
get it back in.
You have no idea where the tokens, where should I put the cards. This is
Yeah.
all WizKids did a great job of designing this, the box and everything. So it's pleasantly organized.
That is awesome. Well, awesome. Is that anything else, Thor, or we good there?
That was the main thing to plug. So
Cool.
yes.
Okay, well, with that, then, without further ado, let's do a quick recap and then jump right back into the story and see what happens. So, last we left off, our heroes had... Oh man, I feel like it's so long ago. Last we left off, our heroes were in the city of Thornhold, a corrupt, polluted den of criminals and alchemy and all sorts of stuff, trying to track down the assassin Scarin. Scarin unfortunately got away, and you all made enemies with one of the council members of Thornhold. As you went back to your ship to try to regroup and figure out what to do, that evening your boat was surrounded by a crowd of seemingly people that live within Thornhold, but they all had a strange vacant look on their faces. They all stared at the ship, slowly gathering around. Hundreds of individuals gathered around your ship staring at you, bearing torches and lanterns and whatnot. As you kind of stood there tensely trying to decide what to do, a single individual stepped out of the crowd and you recognized it as the bounty hunter that you hired to take you to Thornhold, who I am forgetting. Aeroleth, that was her name. Aeroleth stepping out of the crowd, and she also had a strange look on her face as though she were being puppeted by something. And a voice came through. It was her own, but it was strained and raspy and odd. And she claimed to be the spokesperson for someone known as the Whisperer. The Whisperer offered you a deal, offered to give you Scarin, the assassin, if you would do something for them. They asked if you would go out into the ocean a few miles offshore to a dangerous reef where many shipwrecks have gone down, where there apparently are two creatures lying in wait that have tracked down the Whisperer and are trying to kill the Whisperer. And the Whisperer asks you to go deal with them. You head out into the ocean to agreeing to this deal, heading out into the ocean with Aeroleth in tow as a gift from the Whisperer. And as you dropped anchor in this reef and dove down beneath the waves, you found yourself at a shipwreck and were confronted by two strange aquatic creatures, almost fish-like, almost squid-like. They were, Aize recognized them as two aboleths. These aboleths tried to get you under their clutches. They tried to kill you in any way they could, but Aize, using his amazing control water spell, did remarkable things by creating a trench underneath the ocean of dry air, and the aboleths couldn't do much about it. It was really amazing. Yeah, it was pretty crazy. But you managed to defeat them, and one of them being slain, the other surrendered. You convinced it to surrender, and you began to speak with it. The aboleth revealed that the Whisperer is in fact another aboleth that has done the unthinkable and has started worshiping a god, something that is an abomination within aboleth society to do that. And this aboleth is worshipping none other than the Tharizdun, the chaotic, demonic god that you've all been plagued by since the beginning. You agreed to form a tenuous alliance with this aboleth, agreeing to keep it alive if it'll help you track down the Whisperer, and you found out that the Whisperer's true name is Skothga. Where Skothga is within Thornhold, you don't know, but somewhere. Definitely somewhere within the corrupt city. So, as we transition back to our three heroes here, Aize, Glum, and Aspen, this strange aboleth floating there before you, agreeing to follow along with you. Is there anything you want to do down here in the depths before heading back to the Diora?
I don't think there is anything for us to do down here. I think we just go.
Okay.
Well,
Can we go home now?
Yes, Glum, we
I
can go
agree with
home.
Glum.
But I still want to know, you there.
And-
A gesture to the Aboleth.
yes.
You said that you'd help us take down Skothka, but what can you do?
I have capabilities to pierce into the minds of others and find out what they desire most. I can also bring those unwilling to cooperate under my control.
And you hear that voice sort of echoing within your mind, all telepathically.
Yes, but we're going to be going into a city on land. That's where Skothgar is.
I highly doubt that Skothgar is on land. He must have a lair somewhere, some aquatic den underneath the rabble.
Oh. All right. I'm just wondering if maybe it would be better for us to show up at Skothgar's with 2 dead Aboleths as opposed to 1.
He has a point. He did. Skothgar did tell us to kill both of you, so you have a way around this.
Do I have a way around this?
The Aboleth's eyes sort of narrow and focus in on all of you.
Would you mind if we killed you?
The eyes dart and look towards you, Glum.
I can
I'll take that as a no.
tell you things about Skothgar. I can reveal weaknesses, his desires.
That is a
I-
start. So we will take that information.
I take a look at Aspen and I say, "You're called, mon Capitan."
I look to the Skothgar. I look to the Aboleth in front of us. We will take that information, but is there a way for you to at least play possum? Help us out. If he's going to be reading our minds, then we might have a chance at deception.
You see it's odd. This thing is it's fish-like. It has this like sort of cylindrical dome-like head with these like large gills running down the side of the kind of neck. The body itself is slick. There's these 3 eyes stacked on top of each other, but you swear you see it cock its head and its eyebrows furrow as it looks at you. Make a persuasion check for me, Aspen.
Okay. Right. Persuasion. 19.
Okay.
Yeah.
You would ask me to stoop so low as to play dead and display my body as some trophy.
How badly do you want to kill Skothgar?
The name is Skothgar, and I desperately want to see his mangled body brought before me. Fine.
Good. It was either that or I was going to switch from Park Water to Whirlpool and rip you to pieces. But this is much more civilized.
I just looked at you and we have to talk about this.
What? You know I could do that.
I know, but okay. And then I just okay.
Oh no, I was leaving it up to you though, Captain. I mean, I certainly wouldn't do it without, running it by you at least. Certainly by Glum. I suspect Glum's attitude would be, "Hey, squared," or something. I don't know.
I think he would be more like, yay, as he just, was caught in a whirlpool, maybe. I feel like you would like that.
We can't
I
keep
just-
calling you you. We know that the Whisperer's name is Skothgar. What is your name?
My name is Viskuleg.
Guleg?
Viskuleg.
Dispuleg.
That's this telepathic.
Your name is Dispuleg? No, it's good. It's good. Not judging.
Are you pulling Viskulegs?
You
Stop it.
watch your tongue.
Stop that. This is a serious creature. This is a powerful denizen of the depths.
Oh man. I apologize for my friend Viskulik. How do you want to do this?
I can. Perhaps you can. I can. I can pretend to be dead. I can. Go,
All right.
I can go limp, and you can tie me to the back of your ship, and you can drag me into port.
Well, we gotta tell the crew to drop a line down so we can hook your companion. Or actually, I'll oh, do you promise? Swear on your word of honor that you're not going to betray us at least until the Whisperer's dead?
Of course.
All right. They are known for. Well,
I trust you, IBK. I trust you, Benjamin.
okay. I'll change the part water spell
Okay.
and I'll move water instead, and I'll lift up the dead aboleth
Okay.
and use the currents to bring it up to the surface.
Okay.
Actually, I'll just use the currents. Can I use the currents to bring us all up to the surface?
Yeah, sure. I'll let you do that. Easy enough.
Let's ride the currents up.
Awesome. So as Aize focuses in like a waterbender and pushes all of the water up, yeah. You all feel yourself getting dragged along effortlessly up to the surface until eventually you burst forth into the daylight, and you can see the Diora not too far away, gently bobbing on the water. Skothka gently kind of raises his massive head out of the water, the eyes sort of blinking in the daylight, looking at the ship. I would like to swim there myself, if you don't mind. And Skothka will start to sort of, like an eel, swim towards the back of the ship. The
You
rest.
mean Dispuleg, right?
What was that?
You said Skrothka. I think you mean Dispuleg.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean. Yeah. Viskuleg. Yeah. So Viskuleg swims to the back of the ship and kind of waits there as patiently as he can. While the rest of you you're gonna head up to the deck of the ship.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's our first mate's name again? Grog?
Yeah.
Yes. Right.
Gog.
Dog, we'll need some lines to reel this creature in and strap it to the side of the Diora.
So as you're pulling yourself up the ropes on the side, you see Gog leaning over the ship, and he kind of looks over and sees the massive dead aboleth that's floating in the water beside you, and then the very much alive one gently swimming towards the back of the boat. And Gog goes wide-eyed and kind of stumbles back and goes, "Captain, behind you!" The big
yes,
full orc.
yes, Gog. It's okay. He's working with us for the time being.
All right, everybody stand down. Okay.
Are you okay, Captain? Are you sure? And he kind of looks at you very closely as you're pulling yourself up the lines to the deck of the ship.
Yes, Gog. I will never stay wrong.
We have
Trust
not.
us.
We have not been mind controlled by the
Okay, if you say so, I trust you.
and he holds down a big meaty orc hand to pull you up on the ship. And as he's pulling you up, Aspen, you're kind of dripping with water all over the deck. He says,
Captain, we've been having an issue with the prisoner. She seems to be in great pain.
As he's saying this, and Glum, you kind of coming up from behind, how does Scott get up onto the ship? Is Scott just kind of awkwardly climb up the ropes, or is somebody hoisting him up with ropes? Like, how do you imagine him getting up?
Yeah, if we didn't have the resources, he would awkwardly climb up the ropes. But since we do, I'm sure that we would have something in place where they'd throw a couple ropes down with loops, and then he would settle inside him and pull him up.
Okay, cool. So a couple of the crew are full on like hoisting him up with the little like winch that's used for the little skiff that you guys have on board, and they're hoisting Scott up. This big mechanical dog just kind of looks awkwardly hanging there with its limbs sort of limp as it just kind of looks around, being hoisted up onto the deck. And Glum is just as you're about to get on the deck of the ship, and Gog is telling you this, Aspen, you all suddenly get this like shot of adrenaline and fear that just courses through you, and you suddenly hear Viskulig's voice come through.
Oh no.
And then you see a wake of water just shoot past the what would that be, the port side of the ship, as something massive cuts through the water just under the surface going towards Viskulig, and you just see a sudden thrashing of water at the back of the boat as whatever it was just and that telepathic link suddenly cuts off. In that brief moment, all of you catch what looks to be some sort of massive fin just sort of leap out of the water for a second before diving beneath the surface. All of the crew kind of bolts up and looks like abrupt as the boat sort of rocks a bit from the mass of whatever this creature was. And all of you hear on the sides of the boat something digging claws or hooks or anchors into the sides of the wood. And Glum, you can see next to you as you're pulling yourself up onto the deck of the ship, 3 creatures starting to latch on to the side of the ship and pulling themselves out of the water. I would like everybody to roll initiative.
Right.
Can't select our characters yet, right?
Oh yeah, let me send you over to the map. Okay.
Okay. As a reminder, I have advantage on initiative, so I'm going to roll twice.
Okay. Excellent.
I'll take the 20.
And those of you waiting in the wings who we cannot see on stream right now, just sit tight and we will get to you. All right, I had a bunch of stuff I needed to get up here. Man, the freaking PC crashing on me, just like, I really was not quite ready for this. I need to get all my shit together. Okay, let's see here. Initiative. Initiative is always thrilling, I know. Okay. Did that work? It did work. Okay. And let me grab this one. Cool. All right. Let me see. Did we get everybody? We got Aize, we got Aspen, and we got Glum. Excellent. So we got all of those folks. Okay, so at the top of the order, Aize, it is your turn. You can hear creatures climbing up the side of the ship on the port side, and the boat itself is still rocking from whatever that thing was that just swam past.
Can I see the thing? You said it was a big fin that came out of the water, right?
Let me look up something. I don't think you're going to be able to see it due to the fact that it dove. Let me check something though.
And there's no sign of Viskulag.
Viskulig is, there's no sign of Viskulig. You saw where they were going towards the back of the ship. You felt that fear, and then suddenly something large swam past, and both Viskulig and that fin dove beneath the surface. Yeah, you definitely cannot see either of them.
Okay. I will cast my other part water spell, control water then.
Okay. Cool. What are you doing with the? Oh, you're gonna part the water?
I'm going to look at the spot where I last saw Viskulag.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to drop the water in 100-foot cube around that spot.
Wow. Okay. Okay.
Oh, on condition that I don't wreck our ship.
Yeah.
Well,
No, I understand. You've done that before, and I know you've learned the magic at this point. So, okay, 100-foot cube. I'm just gonna draw that. Oh, you can't actually see that. But yeah, okay, so you cast the spell and you drop the water 100 feet. You all watch as the water suddenly parts. You've seen this before as a trench forms. White water, like waterfalls, essentially descending down into the sea as it splits open. And as it does, for a moment, you see two creatures locked in combat as they start to plummet down into the waves below. You can see Viskulig is currently being bitten by a massive shark that's probably about 25 feet long, maybe longer, as it's got its jaws wrapped around Viskulig, and they're both plummeting down this trench into the depths.
okay, that's what happened.
They will both
All
make
right.
saves. Nope, that's a failure for the shark. And let me get Viskulig. Forgot to grab Viskulig. Alright. And go ahead, Aize, and roll those 10. I'm gonna say they were probably about 30 feet below the waves, so that's 80 feet. So roll 8d6 bludgeoning damage as they plummet into the depths.
Okay, I roll 4 twice.
Okay.
That's 27 points.
Okay. Let me grab a token for the shark as well, because it looks like I'm gonna need to track this.
And all out. Oh, there he is.
As they both plummet down, a huge splash of waves and water going up as they both slam into the waves below. And yeah, they're down there. They're still fighting each other. How much damage was it? 26?
16 and 11, so 27.
27 points of bludgeoning damage. Nice.
I just rolled 46 twice.
Awesome. So they slam into the waves. Okay, Aize, you have a trench formed there next to the ship, and the two of them are deep down below. You can't really even see them at the angle you're at. What would you like to, anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
I'll move Archive over the trench.
Okay. Archive drifts over.
And I'm going to keep an eye on the shark.
Okay. Anything else for you?
No, that's about it. I'm done.
All right. Aize, as your back is turned looking in that direction, the book floating out before you, Archive going, "Oh, very good, sir." You see, Glum has a 20.
Yes.
Let me move you up.
Thank you.
Okay,
And then,
Glum, you're up.
Where am I? Where am I on the ship?
You were just being pulled over the side, so it looks like you're in the water, but you're like essentially right on the railing of the ship.
Okay, cool. And you said there's 3 creatures that were climbing up?
Yeah,
There's
so
them?
you look over and yeah, you can see those 3 creatures there. 2 of them look much more humanoid, but they have gills. Their skin is kind of slightly translucent. You can like see the veins underneath as they're trying to pull themselves up, and you see that some of them there are claws extending from their fingers as they dig it into the wood. Others there's these suckers all along their palms and arms, and little like almost like beaks that are coming out of the suckers and digging into the wood as they're pulling themselves up. The one in the middle though, it's the creature that Aize saw. It doesn't really have a neck. It's just this domed alien-like head, completely translucent skin. You can see like what remains of some sort of skeleton underneath, and you can see the organs pulsing under the skin. And where the legs would be are just these writhing tentacles that are pulling themselves up onto the ship.
Okay. I will move myself to here if I can.
Yeah, you
Yes.
can do that.
Yeah. And then, so what's Scott's status?
Scott is was just about to be pulled onto the side of the deck, but he's still in the ropes. His like legs kind of dangling.
Okay. I will then move to here, and I will look over to the kind of parted water, and I say, the giant shark vanished into thin air. And then I'm going to cast, what's it called? Fairy Fire, to hit all 3 of those creatures.
Okay, cool. They all make dex saves.
Yes.
Okay.
14.
That's an 8 on the strange alien-looking creature, so I doubt that succeeds. And an 11 and a 15. What's your spell save DC?
14, so the 15 made it.
Okay, so the 15 made it. So one of them succeeds, but the other 2 are suddenly engulfed in fairy fire. What does your fairy fire look like?
Essentially, they will just glow a kind of combination of green and gray. Because this turn's taken a long time, I just wave my hand and it happens.
Okay. Awesome. Anything else for you, Glum?
That is it for... Yes, that's it for me.
Okay, cool. Aize, you hear more claws scampering up the side of the starboard side, and you see humanoid forms pull themselves up and kind of skitter onto the deck. Multiple of the crew sort of scattering and trying to get into combat positions. And this strange creature that has leapt up onto the ship, its lower jaw splits into 2, and you see it's lined with multiple teeth. There are strange like tendrils, like barbels coming off the back of the neck, and it lets out this high-pitched screech as it jumps onto the deck of the ship. Let me see.
I want to examine that.
So within 30 feet, I think everybody is within 30 feet. Yeah, everybody's within. Okay, so I need you all, including Oceanus, I need you all to make a save for me, which I'll tell you what it is once I get the freaking thing. All of you, please make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Okay. This is not a spell, correct?
This is not a spell. It seems that this creature itself, it lets out this shriek, and it seems to pierce into your mind, and you start to hear almost a voice burbling underneath the scream. So we got an 11 for Aspen, a 10 for Glum, 19 for Aize. Okay, so and then
So I have a feature that allows me to add my intelligence modifier 3 times per rest
Okay.
to my saving throws. I'm going to increase my 10 to a 13.
a 13.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna also roll my favor by the gods.
Okay.
I feel unsafe. So that makes mine a 16.
Okay, I think you all made it. As this screech pierces into your mind. Yeah, it looks like you all made it. Let me see if Oceanus can make it. Boop. Nope, Oceanus does not make it. So you watch as Oceanus, something happens. His face goes slack, and he just, and is completely frozen. He appears to be stunned, which is appropriate because I didn't roll initiative for him. So, hey, you know. And he got a 6. Cool. So that works. All right. That is. So the creature, we'll say, used half its movement to get up, and then it's now on the deck of the ship. So this was a 14. Okay, Aspen, you are up. What would you like to do?
So these two creatures that are encased in fairy fire are not on the ship yet, right?
No, they are climbing up the side currently.
Okay. That changes what I want to do. I will move up to this guy, and I will do an inflict wounds on him.
Okay, go for it.
This hit. I will be casting that at level 3. 19 a hit.
That definitely hits.
That is. I can't do math right now. 24 points of damage, of necrotic damage.
Ooh, nasty. Oh my god. As you carve the battle axe through, the flesh becomes necrotic and starts to peel away from the skin, and it lets out a
Quicken?
shriek. Yeah.
Quicken, and I will do Toll the Dead on him. He needs to make a DC Wisdom 16 Wisdom save.
DC 16 Wisdom save. Okay. Here we go. That is a failure. Go ahead and roll that damage.
I believe that is 2d12. Hold on, let me just check real quick.
Okay.
Toll the Dead. Yeah, 2d12.
Okay.
He takes another 21 points of necrotic damage.
Oh my
That is great damage.
god.
Excellent.
So its head twitches as it's starting to look horribly wounded from all of this. Anything else for you, Aspen?
I yell to Ayuze, I think you'll get to examine it soon enough, and I will end my turn there.
Okay. Aspen, you hear the sound of wet flesh slapping against wood as more creatures start to pull themselves up onto the deck of the ship, and you see these strange, they look human, but again, their skin's translucent. They have all sorts of growths on them and suckers and barbels coming off their flesh as they and come stumbling towards you. They are going to, one's going to attack with advantage.
Okay.
Okay, so unarmed strike, here we go. Boom, boom. So the first one's a 22 to hit.
Shield.
Okay, so bursts off the side, and the next one is a 19 hit, so that does not hit with the shield. And then it's going to this one, its jaw kind of unhinges and it goes in for a bite as it a 21 to hit, but with shield that does not hit, so ricocheting off the shield, and the other one will make all those attacks too. These two, they climb up onto the deck and are able to get up to you, Glum. So here we go. Let's resolve this on Aspen first. Boom, boom. Nope. And this one's going to go for this. Nope.
As a reminder, yeah, disadvantage as a reminder.
Okay, so this one, first one, all of these are at disadvantage? Okay, so this is on you, Glum. Here we go. Okay, so natural one, that doesn't hit. 10 doesn't hit, and then this one is going to go for... yeah, so none of those hit. As Glum is being swarmed by these creatures, both Aspen and Glum being swarmed and are unable to get any strikes off on them as they're just trying to get them. All of you, as the crew is trying to scatter and get into combat positions, and you hear all these creatures scrambling up the side, and you can hear below the thrashing of water and the waterfalls that have formed from Aize doing the part water. all of you suddenly feel the boat lurch. And you start to see the horizon dip. Aize, you see as the water below the ship suddenly parts and forms a 100-foot deep trench as the ship
Oh, they've got a watercaster. Okay.
starts to rocket down to the bottom of this trench. The crew shouting out, trying to grab onto things. Slams into the water. All of you make dex saves for me. Okay, Aize, you make it. Glum, let me actually check something. Glum, you make it as well, I think. And Aspen, you make it.
And I have to make it for Scott too.
Okay. And Oceanus, if he's stunned, does he automatically fail dex saves, or is it just at disadvantage? I don't know. I'm just gonna do it.
Automatic.
Fail. So Oceanus will boom, go prone onto the deck. He's now stunned and prone. And I'm gonna say, is he gonna take? I don't know if the full damage is gonna apply to this. The boat is sort of like, as the water's parting, it is falling, but not just a full drop. So I'm gonna do half of this. So this be 5d6. Okay. So all of you take 7 points of bludgeoning damage as you slam into the deck of the ship. Oceanus is gonna take the full 14. And the other creatures, I'm not even going to bother rolling for them. I don't want to do all those rolls. They all take 14 points as they slam into the deck. And the strange alien-like creature clinging to the side will also take the 14 points. Okay, as the ship rocks down there at the bottom of this trench, you can now see this strange silhouette of the shark and the aboleth fighting on the other side of this water wall that is formed as there's two giant trenches next to each other. Aize, I need you to make a concentration check, by the way, as you took a little damage there. And as you're regaining your composure, you look up at the very, very top of this trench, like 100 feet away. There is a small figure sort of gently bobbing at the edge of this trench, looking down on you all, and then you watch as they disappear into the depths. Okay, that was whatever that creature's turn was. The other creatures that were waiting climb up onto the deck, and you now see these strange alien-like creatures as they climb up and start going for you all. Alright, so this is on you, Glum, first.
Okay. I can't see, by the way, your rolls, so just let me know as you get.
Oh, you can't see my rolls. Okay.
They don't appear yet.
So these are all at disadvantage, correct?
Yes, and so as soon as one hits, then they have regular rolls. So
Understood. Nope, I don't think any of those hit. And then this one is towards you, Aize. They pull out these spears and try to jab them into you as these strange alien-like creatures. Does a 20 hit, Aize?
Not anymore. I'll use a shield spell.
Okay. It is deflected, and then that definitely won't hit. Okay. So these strange things pull themselves up onto the deck and are trying to go for you all. And that will take us to Oceanus. Loses his turn and is now, I believe, let me double check this. He gets to make another save, I think. Nope, just at the end of its turn. Okay, so Oceanus is no longer stunned. At the top of the round, at the top of the round, we have, I'm gonna see who would see this. Probably Aize, because you're in the middle of the deck and are kind of have a better view of all this. A shadow passes over your head, like a little flit of something, and you instinctually look up, and you watch as some sort of bird flies overhead and then kind of banks. And as it flies back towards you, you catch the sight of a very familiar falcon as it whizzes past you. And as your eyes kind of adjust past the falcon to something further in the distance, far above, you see 3 large shapes gliding overhead. And as they pass over the sun and kind of block out its view, you get very clear silhouettes of 3 large eagles that are soaring overhead. Would Thor and Erica, as the 2 of you enter into this battle, the 2 of you are currently riding on the backs of these massive eagles. Rin, Bert spotted the Diora from far away, and you started to bank towards it. You just saw it peacefully, gently bobbing there on the water. You could, with your keen vision, you could make out a little bit of movement, and then suddenly you watched as the water parted below it and the whole ship plummeted into the depths. And this is what you were seeing as the 3 of you are gliding over. Thor, or if I may call you, is it Toruk?
Uruk.
Toruk,
Yeah.
you sitting there atop the back of this giant eagle. What does our audience see as you're clutching to the feathers of this bird flying towards this ship that has plummeted into the depths?
I think you'd see sort of brightly colored purple and gold cloak fluttering in the wind. There's a shoulder pad, of course, and what I'm wearing underneath. There would be no obvious sort of weaponry other than probably your a dagger around the belt and that kind of stuff. Yeah, he's got I think Turuk has blonde hair, sort of middling length. Yeah, glinting in the sunshine, I guess. And then, but you can't really make out that much detail. But it's there. The whole thing looks very foreign. It doesn't remind any of, as far as the players who have seen a lot of people around. It doesn't remind you of anyone, a specific culture or place or style, like Waterdeep or any of that stuff. Or I don't know exactly what the reference city would be, but this is clearly not from here, nor does it look familiar to those of you who are more widely traveled.
Awesome, yeah.
So yes.
And as you are flying over, sorry, one more time for the name. Is it Toruk?
Yeah, Toruk is fine.
Toruk?
So you could just say Toruk, yeah.
Toruk,
As
yeah.
how you would say it in the newspeak. It's Toruk, probably, like you're
Toruk.
saying. Yeah.
You see next to you, kind of leading this pack of eagles, the elven gentleman that you've been accompanying here. Let me see. I gotta pull up my notes here. Here we go. Just pulling it up. He's a very tall, kind of lean and toned elven wood elf. He has tan skin, really dark hair, and pronounced eyebrows that kind of are a bit stern and piercing, with these dark, piercing eyes and kind of a stern expression. He does share some similar features to your other companion, Rin. And you would know the relation.
Right.
But as you are flying over, Herrick looks down at this trench and looks to you, Rin, and he says, "All right, Rin, I'll follow your lead." And Rin, what would you like to do first, as your father looks to you?
All right. Well, whatever those 2 giant creatures seem to be entertaining each other, let's try to get this boat facing upright.
Sounds good. And he will kind of bank his eagle to fall in behind you.
And then I'll bank my eagle, look equally cool, following behind him, and say, "Sounds good."
Yes, stick close and try to not blow anything up. As he
Yes, sir.
leans over his shoulder saying that to you.
I don't know who those are, but they look cool.
All right, let me get your token set up here. Sorry, Toruk, I was, due to technical difficulties.
You don't have to roll your R's every time, but that's how I would say it in my language.
Oh, I don't mind. Is that how it's said, or am I just adding an unnecessary R roll?
No, you're good. That's how he would say it. So.
Cool. Oh, are you in our Roll20 game right now? If you're not,
No,
no
I'm totally stream sniping instead.
Got it. Okay. Do you mind rolling initiative, and I will add you.
Yes. I rolled a. Oh, it's apparently. Wait.
Did you roll a natural 20? That'd be really funny.
I think I did. I was confused. So I rolled an 18 and I have +2. So.
Oh, okay, nice. So dirty 20. Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent. And what about you, Rin?
I should probably do that, shouldn't I?
Maybe. I'm just gonna have your dad go.
I just had the black screen for a minute, so I couldn't see it.
Got it.
You got it? Oh, Erica's got it. Wait, is that me or you?
I just got. I'm stuck for a second. So if you could roll it for me, I'd appreciate it. But right now, it's not letting me scroll to my character. All right, never mind.
You have a 16 dex, so I'll have 3 here. So this +3. Oh, sorry, I rolled a 1.
A natural 1. Oh no.
Sorry, daughter.
Thank you, Herrick.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Your father fails you yet again.
And so sorry, what was the total then? That's only a 4?
Yes, 4.
Wow. Okay, I'm sorry, y'all.
That's what I got.
I'm sorry.
Herrick will go, just for simplicity's sake, Herrick will go directly after you, so he'll have a 3 conveniently. Okay, and for all of you on the Eagles, for all intents and purposes, they are your mounts at the moment, so you can use their speed. They have a flying speed of 80, so you can move 80 feet around this map. And as a note, the ship is, 100 feet below the surface of the water. But we won't get too hung up on the specifics, because I feel like that'll get exhausting. Okay, so, Aize, it is now your turn as the Eagles start to descend down towards the ship. Oh, you're muted.
I will allow a single tear to roll down my cheek as I recognize Bert. And then I will say, Archive, is that Bert?
Oh, it is! Oh, wonderful!
My goodness. Okay, where is that other caster, Archive? I saw him standing on the edge of the pool up top.
I don't know.
Yeah, so I mean, Archive, I think you'd have to make a perception roll if you wanted to really search for them, but you saw the rough direction. They were towards the bow of the ship, up at the top of the trench. So I was actually going to...
And the ship is currently in a trench?
Yes, I was going to try to measure out this so that we can get a little better. It's a 100-foot cube, right?
Yep.
Okay. So it's roughly...
Is it overlapping my cube?
No, they would have been such that, like I said, there's probably a 5-foot wall between the two.
Okay.
This is probably roughly 100 feet, so, it's something like that.
So the figure that was on the water was over here?
Over this way, yeah.
Oh, okay. Over that way, huh? Was the person walking on water?
No. They seem to be swimming.
Oh, all right. Sorry, one sec. This kind of threw me for. I knew what my next action was going to be. It was going to be whirlpool that shark, but this is a bigger problem. Okay, option 1. No, we're going to get into a tug of war if we get into that. All right. I'll drop a whirlpool here.
Okay. So, a whirlpool forms next to there. Okay, and what does that do again? They have to make a save?
Hopefully ruins his concentration. Well, actually, no. Hold on. If he ruins his no, it takes 60 seconds for the water to fill in. So it won't wreck the ship necessarily. Okay, yeah. Hang on.
That sounds like a terrible idea.
Yeah. It takes 60 seconds or 6?
60.
60. Okay, that's
So slowly,
yeah,
fills back
that's
up.
much. Yeah.
Yeah.
much slower.
All right. Oh, sorry. I clicked on the wrong one. Here, control water. There. Damn it. I don't want to cast it in VTT. I want to display it in VTT. Okay, there you go. Whirlpool.
Okay.
25 deep.
Yeah, and they make a save, I believe. Okay. So right, it is. Okay. So yeah, sure. So the whirlpool starts forming, and they make some kind of save, I believe.
Dex or athletics check at DC 16.
Okay, Dex or athletics. Understood. They will go. Sure, go with athletics. They fail, so they are pulled into the whirlpool.
And they also take 2d8 bludgeoning damage. And they're
Okay.
caught in the vortex until the spell ends.
Okay, go ahead and roll that.
Cool.
5 points.
5 points of bludgeoning damage as they are being battered around, and they will make a con save to maintain concentration. They maintain concentration. Okay, so they are caught in the whirlpool and are getting battered around. You don't see exactly what's happening. You just suddenly see like light spilling through the water from that cone that is formed. It's this really strange shimmering cone that you can now see in front of the ship through the wall of water. All right, Aize, that was you formed the whirlpool. Anything else you would like to do?
I might want to move if these guys are trying to stab. Oh no, he'll get an opportunity attack, right? If I move.
That's right.
No, I'll just stay.
Okay. All right, Toruk, it is now your turn.
So I was stream sniping, but I can no longer see the map on the stream.
I just sent you over to the map. I was actually going to.
I'm on.
Yeah.
I'm in Roll20 right now, so.
You're in Roll20. Awesome. Oh, you're here. Perfect. Let me.
Use my thing vision.
Yeah. Let me add you. So controlled by. Here we go. Boom and vision.
stream snipes back.
Bam. There you go.
Cool. Oh. Okay. Nice. And we are on those eagles right there. This person is there. Got it. My turn?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. I will. And yeah, I wouldn't know that, I guess. So we're. I'll fly my 80 feet on
Yep.
the eagle. So I'll fly 60 closer and down. Maybe even right below like water level, but over the ship, right?
Okay.
And I will look at just sort of just doing as I'm sorry, Erica's character suggested. Rin suggested, and sort of see what's going on there. Realizing it's a fight, realizing there's a whirlpool over there happening. I think I'll cast. So move me about. I guess just for fun, we'll move about maybe 5 feet, 11 o'clock.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
yeah. So that I have
that.
that thing. Yeah, like that. And then I'm going to do a prayer to my old gods and cast spiritual weapon
Okay.
at the back ones there. Sort
The
of
one
here.
those ones. Okay, gotcha. So,
Yeah.
you go to
Ow.
cast it.
Yes, I do.
Okay. So first, first roll a d100 for me,
Okay.
and then also if you can let me know something as well.
Yep. So here's the D100.
Okay.
That's.
Okay.
I don't think that's a good number.
So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens, and then what actually happens as you cast the spiritual weapon towards.
So
the
spirit, yeah. Call upon the old gods. Something happens. The spiritual weapon does not materialize. Instead, it's a lightning bolt.
This lightning
and
bolt suddenly shoots forth from Toruk's hand.
I am more surprised than anyone as this happens.
Oh my god. So,
yeah.
okay, go ahead.
So that one, that's a nice line right there.
It is indeed.
Luckily for me.
That is amazing. Okay.
Yeah. I'm a little bit above, so I don't think I get those two in the front. Right? Because I'm still kind of high.
Oh,
up,
yeah,
so
yeah.
I'd probably just get
just
two or
these
three of the people in the
two,
back
yeah.
there. Yeah.
Let me
right back
see.
there.
I'll say, yeah, you could get, I think you could get those three because it's a 5-foot line, and if it's going straight
Is that
through there,
Glum right there?
oh, that would get Glum, wouldn't it?
No, not
No,
really.
no,
but
no. It won't. It won't. Yeah. So it'll just clip the weird alien-looking creature and then the two other ones, but
And
barely
probably
miss Glum.
barely singe the hat or whatever, and then just shoot
nose.
through the side of the ship, like the railing on the ship there.
Yeah.
And yeah, I am speechless. What else happens?
As this happens, the lightning bolt shoots out. Suddenly, all of these, from the sparks of the lightning bolt shooting forth from your hand, the sparks kind of shooting out in a chaotic pattern, all the sparks start to turn into butterflies and flower petals as they start going. And now Taruk is just surrounded by little fluttering butterflies and just like perpetual flower petals that are just gently kind of spraying out the back of, like over Taruk's shoulders, just gently.
Yeah, this makes me look no less foreign.
Just.
Yes, cool. And then, the damage from the lightning bolt, it would be 68.
Yeah.
I have I forget what is this here. I think
God.
I rolled.
Dex saves. These
Dex saves for everybody.
Yeah, these creatures. No, none of them make it.
Okay, well then it's 29 lightning damage.
Oh. Okay, so the two smaller humanoid creatures are just cauterized in half and just split in half and fall onto the deck. They're completely obliterated. The larger, or not the larger one, but the strange alien-looking one, that one just gets severely burnt along its arm, and its arm seems to shrivel up entirely into its body before extending once more, almost like an octopus arm.
Yeah.
And it takes 29 points of lightning damage. Whew.
Yes. That was supposed to be my bonus action, but it was an action clearly. So I'm stuck there.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
That was an excellent turn as these two creatures fall dead onto the ship. That takes us to Glum.
So as the lightning fires right past and singes my nose, I kind of jolt back. I didn't know that our friends could cast lightning, but apparently he can do it.
Neither did I.
All right, and then my question to you, Nathan, is the blob, because he's the only one of the three that's alive right now, correct? This was next to me.
Yep.
Okay. Was he affected by the fairy fire?
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay, so he's gonna get pew. I shoot one out of my hand crossbow, and then immediately another one appears. Pew, 2, pew, 3. So here it comes, and they're all sharpshooter. Effect. Go. Here we go. First one. The hit.
Sorry, is that a 10 to hit?
No, a 5.
Oh.
Okay, next one.
Wait, that was at advantage?
No. Oh yeah, I forgot my advantage. Okay, so yeah, it'd be a 10. So that's still gonna miss, all
A
right?
10 misses and an 11 misses. I'm really sorry.
Okay, no, that's fine. I get 3 shots.
12 misses too, so I
The
somehow...
lightning was a little off-putting.
Yeah.
Yeah, off balance.
Of course I missed.
Yeah, I think as you were lining up your shot, the lightning whizzed past you and you just jolted and all 3 shots just went flying over.
Well, in his defense of missing a lot, he is a little bit inaccurate. He just kind of points and fires like a machine gun. So I missed.
Amazing.
That's my turn. And I moved Scott a little bit, so he's next to me now.
Okay, anything else for you, Glum? That's it?
That's it, sir. Yes.
Okay. The strange creature with the split jaw is going to go for Aspen and is going to do. First, it's going to. It has a battle axe at its side that it's holding with 2 hands, and it's going to go for you, Aspen.
Okay, I think my shield is still up. So
it is, yeah.
It's to my turn. Okay.
But it does get advantage on these attacks because it's flanking with its ally. So, that is the highest is a 23. Does that hit?
Shield put me at 24.
Oh my god, you guys. Yeah, none of them hit. None of it hitting as it's trying to get through, and it just screeches in your face. That was its turn. Aspen, you're up.
Yeah, I'm gonna repay. I'm gonna try him back to the face with another cure wounds.
Mm-hmm.
But first, as my bonus action, I'm going to convert a 2nd level spell slot back into sorcery points. Between those, and then I'm going to smack it in the face.
Go for it.
2nd level. 13 to hit? I don't think that hits.
No, it does. Sorry, a 13 to hit? No, it does not. Oh, no, a 13 does hit. Actually, yeah, it does.
Yes!
So is that 21 points?
That is 29 points of damage.
Yay!
Oh, okay. Aspen, yeah, you carve your battle axe right through its chest, and its guts just spill out onto the deck as it falls backwards.
I just call out, is that Rin? She came to save us. Oh no, wait, where's Bert? And then, yeah, I just turn my attention to the other 2. I'm not gonna move.
Okay.
And that is what I will do for my turn.
Okay, excellent. That takes us to all of these creatures. There's only 2 of them, so this one will pivot, and they're all going to go for you, Aspen, all at advantage. Probably won't hit. Here we go. So I got to get a 24, right?
Yes.
Oh, no, wait.
Well, no, I didn't shield, but I will wait until after.
Well, okay. So the first...
My AC is a 19.
Okay,
right
so the first one got a 20 on its first strike. Do you shield?
So I will shield.
Okay, so... so then none of these hit. That one that tried to bite you goes for a bite. Cannot get through. And the other one, it seems to have these those little beak-like tentacles on the ends try to pierce into you, but the shield is deflecting it as it's just scraping off the side of the arcane energy, is unable to get in. The blob creatures get to go. Actually first, does anything happen to the caster at the top of their turn when they're caught in the whirlpool?
1 moment, let me check. Okay, it's caught in the vortex until the spell ends.
Mm-hmm.
Or it can break, hold on. On a successful save, it takes half damage and isn't caught, but it's already caught. Now, it can use its action to try to swim away from the vortex as described above, but has disadvantage to do so.
Okay.
The first time each turn that the object enters the vortex, it takes 2d8 bludgeoning damage.
The first time it enters, but it is not entering it, so...
Well, no, this damage occurs each round it remains in the vortex.
Oh, okay. So it takes another 2d8 right now, at the start of its turn? Or it's at the end of its turn?
It just says this damage occurs each round it remains in the vortex.
Oh, okay. I think that implies... I would think that would be at the end of its turn. It would then take the damage if it can't break free. I think I remember doing that with the Sahuagin. Well, regardless, I don't know how this works because we got something really weird happening here. We have 2 control water spells interacting with each other. If it drags its control water over to do the split into your vortex, it theoretically could stop the vortex from functioning, right? But I would think is that just going to be like a straight spell ability check roll to see whose magic is more powerful? Like,
Sounds cool.
Yeah, like you would roll a d20 and add your intelligence modifier. They would roll their.
I'm fine with that.
Okay, yeah. So it's the
Yeah.
two.
But try to bend away from me.
Yeah. So they will shift the parted water over towards their space and try to split the vortex open. You start to see the trench starting to kind of collapse in behind you. It says you said it takes a minute, so you start to see it dissipating.
Yes. Twice for the sharktopus fight, it takes 60 seconds for the trench to fill back in. It's not
Okay.
like.
Got it. Okay, that's good to know. So as it shifts over, though, you see the vortex starting to fight with the parting of water. Go ahead and roll a d20 and add your intelligence modifier, and they will add.
Oh, I'm sorry, Nathan. I'm wrong. The trench remains until the spell ends, or you choose a different effect. The water then slowly fills the trench over the course of the next round.
That's 6
so
seconds.
6
That's
seconds.
not slow.
My bad.
That is like a. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
it collapses.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
5,
6
6.
of like
Yes.
100 feet of water just
That's
like.
barely enough time for the water at the top to reach the bottom.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
Oh my god. Okay, well, that's fine. They're still gonna do this. So the back of the ship. Oh my god, what is this? What does this look like? Okay, this is chaos. The water.
I yell
shifts
out at the
over.
top of my lungs. Don't worry, I put water breathing on everyone this morning.
As the water starts to
You
Like-
can't drown.
full on. Oh, and Taruk, you're
Yep.
just caught outside of it as you start to
Yep.
see the walls basically turn into tidal waves that start to come crashing towards you. So it does take a full round for this to happen. So when we get back to this creature's turn, it will have collapsed in on all of you. But go ahead, I use a roll a d20 and add your intelligence modifier.
Okay. My intelligence modifier is 5,
Okay.
and my d20 I roll a 2, and I am going to burn a luck point for
Okay.
that. And I will re-roll, and I have to take this roll. So it's like, no, Banyan, cover for me. Give me your blessing, and I'll roll again. That's a 21 total.
Oh my
16.
god! I also rolled a 16, but their modifier was not strong enough. So, as the water starts to peel apart the vortex, Aize, you focus, and you hear Archive go, I got this, I will help you! And the vortex seals back shut and continues to...
That's
okay.
Archive!
You're welcome. So, the creature will take those 2d8 bludgeoning as they're caught back in the vortex.
And a concentration save.
Indeed, yes.
So it takes 9 points.
That's not good for us.
I know. I'm not saying. Well, it is. All right. So 9 points of bludgeoning, and it makes another concentration save. It succeeds, so it's still holding on to the spell.
Oy vey!
And that is another 9 points of bludgeoning as they're caught in that. Okay, that was their turn. And now the blob creatures, the little alien-looking guys. This one's gonna go for Aize. So, here we go. Okay, a 25 to hit.
1 sec, 16 and 5. I can't stop that, no matter what.
So
Okay.
you take 9 points of piercing damage as the spear it's wielding jabs into your side, and the next spear attack is a 21 to hit.
I'll shield that.
As they're starting to twist the spear into your gut, you cast shield and it boom, is pulled out. They then reach out towards you with one of their tentacled arms and get a 26 to hit, and they slap
Oh my
tentacle
God.
around your neck and you suddenly hear this strange and you take 17 points of psychic damage as you feel piercing pain in your head. You also have disadvantage on wisdom saving throws until the end of its next turn.
Okay. And I have to make con saves. in order
2
to-
con saves, yeah.
Well, hold on. I'm at advantage because I'm a
Warcaster,
Warcaster.
right? Nice.
So let me set that up. 1 sec. Oh, it won't let me do my rolls? Okay. All right, I guess I'll just roll twice.
Okay.
There's 1. 12 make it.
Sorry, you roll at advantage, right?
Yeah.
Let's see, the first one, you only took 9 points of damage, so 12 makes it. Yep.
Okay. The second one is 14.
14, you took 17 points, so you needed to get an 8 or higher. Yeah, you're good. Or sorry, a 10 or higher. You're good. Yeah, you're good on both.
Okay, so I maintain the spell.
Okay.
And but can I yell something while
Yes,
it's
go for
stabbing
it.
me? And I said I could use a heal.
Awesome.
I have got you.
Oh, not you! Not you!
the butterflies
heal?
and flower petals.
The golden hair in the sun as the waves collapsing behind me.
Yeah, that's
I
right.
am going to surf on my eagle down to your ship, and I will heal you. Yes.
Oh my god. Oh,
Please don't
yeah,
be
I'm
a
mad.
lightning
Are you gonna
bolt.
are you
Please don't be a
gonna
lightning bolt.
are you gonna stand on the back of the eagle?
Oh yeah, I'm just gonna surf the eagle down here as I prepare my spell.
Oh, amazing. All right. Glum, this other alien-like creature is going to go for you as well. Does a 23 hit?
23
Oh, sorry, a
would
20.
hit.
Does a 20 hit?
A 20 would hit. I have a 20 armor class. And you know what? He's attacked me before. Does he get multiple attacks?
Yeah, so the first one was a spear attack. It misses and hits the displacement. Second one, the creature seems to focus and then jabs its spear right at you. Do you have some way to stop it?
Yeah. So I'm not gonna burn. I'm not gonna use up my first level spell to do
Okay.
shield. So I'll take the damage.
Okay.
How much is it?
6 points of piercing.
Okay. All right. And then for the second attack, Scott can impose disadvantage for the next attack.
All right, so then the next one, the tentacle comes in to slap around your neck like it did to Aize, and it's a 13 to hit, so it misses. All right, that was their turn. That takes us to Oceanus. Oceanus gets up from the deck of the ship, grabs his trident, and is going to run forward and get into a flanking position with you, Glum. Okay. And is going to make 2 attacks with his trident. At advantage. Both of those hit. He does 10 points of damage to that creature.
Excellent.
Oops. Oh god, what the hell was I just at? I think I was at that. If somebody on stream really wants to correct me, go for it, but I think that's what it was. Alright, so Oceanus stabs twice. Rin, you're up. You can see the just behind Taruk, the wave is now starting to crash in behind him. And it will slam on the back of the ship as well.
All right. I'm gonna drag Rin across. I can navigate.
Yeah, can you move your token?
I'll just have to. Yeah.
I'll move the eagle, yeah. So you have 80 feet of movement, so you can move yourself 80 feet.
All right. She is just a fast swimmer. Right. All right, and before she flies down, she tells her dad she'll take care of her friends and to help the small fellow because it looks like he'll need help.
Okay, and are you pointing to Glum?
Yes.
Okay. Excellent.
I caught that name, by the way, Herrick, for the death.
Yeah, it's very, you wouldn't know the inspiration for that one.
Yeah.
All right. All right. First, I gotta send out Bert first. I have to.
Okay.
So he's gonna. So she points she points Bert to the weird blob thing that's got Aize,
Okay.
and just do a plain old attack. If I could grab him. There we go.
I don't have Bert's token for some reason. I will.
Yeah, it's all good. I could
Yeah.
just roll.
I'll pull up a token here.
We have enough birds on the screen.
Yeah, we got a lot of birds. It's true. Wait,
Yeah,
actually, that
copy
one.
one and make it tiny.
Yeah, exactly. Actually, that's a good idea. But I did find this token. I'll just use if it'll. There we go.
Dang. Okay, this is why we have Bert.
22. Oh my goodness. Okay, so Bert
Yeah,
flies
Bert is
down. That
back.
totally hits. Go ahead and roll
Hail
the damage.
Bert.
How much damage is that?
2.
All right, let's
Two.
see.
Yeah,
because
exactly.
it used to be part of it. I'll have to roll manually.
I think this is part of the new Beastmaster stuff, so I think Bert does more damage than just
Right.
like a hawk. But
Yeah.
I don't know.
This,
Mr. Herrick.
This should be in there. Yeah. Oh, you don't have the character sheet up?
I just
You do or
put it away because I thought I would roll it with the damage.
It should say on your character sheet. I'm trying to find it. It'll say.
I see.
See it?
1d4 plus 6.
Oh.
Oh, by the way, you can hit where it says claw. You can click on that, and that will roll the damage for you.
Yeah, that's what I
1d4
thought it
plus
did.
6.
Right, but
Nice.
it didn't
So,
show. So
10
but it's,
damage. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Bert claws into the back of this creature, and a bunch of sort of translucent, viscous fluid pours out the back. Okay.
All right. Over that, Bryn yells, "You miss us!" And she takes aim at that same blob creature.
Okay. It wheels around at the pane and then looks up at you. You see its strange eyes sort of narrow.
She does like one of the chin check, and then shoots with sharpshooter.
Go for it.
Here, show me how it's done.
If I
Oh,
can.
you have advantage, by the way. That is not.
That is not what I meant to click.
That's. Yeah.
You rolled a -5. I'm just kidding.
All right, advantage, yes. All right.
Okay.
Woo!
20.
That definitely hits. So is that 22 points of damage?
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
Oof.
And since I rolled with sharpshooter,
Mm-hmm. Oh, it is added.
It
Yeah.
adds that 10.
Well, yeah, so
Yeah,
it's
it's already
12
through.
plus
So
10,
it's
right?
22.
So 22.
Yeah.
Nice. So it is that did not like that. Anything else for you, Rin?
She gets
I got
2
one
shots.
more shot, and I'm going to get the one that's messing with Aspen.
Oh my goodness.
Normal roll.
Wow, my hair is like, phew. I had to take my hood off. I was cooking in here.
I think that one misses.
That will miss, unfortunately. Sticks into the deck next to it. All right. So two shots. One flew true and hit it. Anything else for you, Rin?
That is all my actions.
Okay, cool. Excellent. So at the end of your turn, Rin, Herrick will come zooming in down behind you. He will come flying straight over the deck of the ship, and the eagle will kind of wheel up into a...
Oh, we.
Nathan, we're not getting your audio.
Bunch of colorful description that we could not hear.
How
Still
about
nothing.
now?
Now.
Yeah, I bumped the... Wait, I'm still there, right? Yep.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
cool. Yeah, my mic has been... Everything is acting up. Anyways, the eagle goes into a stall. He whips around and fires off 2 shots at the creature that's harassing Glum. So I was trying to get this ready in time, and I don't know if I have it ready. Let me see if I can do this. Boom. So these are at a plus... Did it work? Yay, it worked. This will make it a lot faster. Oh, no, it didn't. Of course it didn't. Well, it's the same bonus. Here we go. Just ignore if you see this. It'll say short sword. It's not a short sword. Okay, so one of them hits. He does 9 piercing damage from the arrow, and he's going to use his Archer's Eye. And he's going to add an additional 2 damage to that. So that is 11 points of damage from one of the arrows slamming into the back of that creature. And that is Herrick's turn. Taking us to the top of the round. We are at 7:45, and we did start a little late. I would like to take a quick break here as we get to the top of the round. And at the top of the round, Aize, you hear more on the side of the ship, and you see more webbed hands and tentacles pulling up onto the side of the ship. All right. Before we leave really quick, Thor,
Yes.
I can give you the floor one more time if you want to talk about your game and anything.
Oh,
else.
Charles Tempest. I think we'll just do it at the end.
Do it at the end. Okay, perfect.
You know, we'll do a tail slate with some more information I'll just repeat myself for people who haven't.
Okay, great.
Didn't tune in at the beginning. Yeah.
Awesome.
I'm dropping in chat anyway, just in case we miss somebody. So anybody who wasn't here in the beginning, click that link. Cool game.
Go check it out. All right, we'll see you back here shortly. Thank you. Back in 5 to 10 minutes. Hi everybody, welcome back. We're gonna jump right back into this because it's a big battle, and I think it's gonna take a little while here, and there's a lot going on. So yes, at the top of the round, Aize, you can hear the sound of like wet flesh and tentacles slapping against the side of the deck as more creatures are starting to pull themselves up over the side. You see as 4 more of these creatures are starting to appear over the side of the deck, pulling themselves up. Okay, Aize, it is your turn at the top of the round.
Okay. I want to use my bonus action first,
Okay,
and I'll Misty Step,
okay.
and I'm going to materialize behind Ren.
On top of the eagle.
It is within range.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Oh, that's Herrick. So that is somebody you don't know, but you're welcome to do so. I mean, I
Rin's
like
over
this.
here.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
I like this. Maybe you got confused and you thought it was Rin because this humanoid on an eagle fired off a bow very expertly. So you Misty Step as the eagle levels out and appear behind this humanoid, thinking it's Rin. And you see this elven man, this kind of stern-looking, dark-skinned, bush, like really thick, dark eyebrows, elven man, suddenly like, oh, hello.
Oh, hello. I thought you were Rin. I'm sorry. I found the resemblance. I get. No, sorry. You resemble her a bit. Don't mind me. I'm just avoiding getting murdered.
I understand. I would grab on, and he gestures to his waist.
Yeah, I grab onto him,
Okay.
wrapping my spindly arm around his waist, and then I'll look out this direction.
You're looking northward? Or sorry,
I'm looking at the whirlpool.
The whirlpool. Yeah. Okay. So you look out in that direction, and let's see. So if you Misty stepped about 30 feet up, there's still a good 70 feet of water above you, right? From the split in the wall and the whirlpool and all that.
Okay.
I'll give you this. Go ahead. I'll give you a perception check for free, and we'll see if you spot anything in the whirlpool.
All right. Perception. That's an 11.
11. Yeah, you don't see anything in it. It is, and the whirlpool is 50 feet wide at its widest point, I think.
It's 50 feet wide. Sorry, I'll try to be quick. Here,
It's
hang
okay.
on.
I remember from last time in the
Whirlpool.
Sahuagin Temple.
50 square feet, 25 feet deep.
Cool. So yeah, we're looking at something like roughly that.
Just
Yeah.
wanna-
As you glance into the bubbles and the current and the rapids, you don't see. It's impossible to see anything in there. It's just a chaotic blender.
So I can't spot the caster.
No.
Damn it. All right, I won't hold everyone up. I'll just maintain the whirlpool, beat them up,
Okay.
and
Sounds
actually,
good.
can I move the whirlpool? No, I can't. No, never mind. I can. Yeah, I was hoping that if I could figure out where he was, I could give him a 100-foot drop.
Yeah, you're not seeing him. You're not seeing him.
But I know he's in the whirlpool. Okay, I'll just
Okay.
leave him there.
Okay. Anything else for you, Aize?
No, I'm just, I'll take out a small handkerchief and dab at the wound on my neck, and I say, please don't land down there.
I wasn't planning to. All right, that takes us to Taruk's turn as the wave is starting to crest down on you.
As I'm surfing the glass barrel on my eagle, as the eagle tucks its wings, just like around the corner. Yeah, got it. So I was gonna fly to him and grab him and heal him, but he just disappeared in a flash of silvery mist there for me.
Mm-hmm.
So I see 1, 2, 3, more friendly. Are there also crew and stuff?
Yeah, so the crew, just to abstract it out because I don't want to run them all, they
Right,
are
right.
dealing with other creatures that are
Right.
pulling themselves onto the deck. So right now the
It's-
deck is turning into kind of a chaotic battlefield.
Right, but it's not like I go snatch the 3 heroes and fly out of there and you know,
No,
we
there's-
saved everybody.
There's definitely crew on the deck, yeah.
Okay, so then there is a fight to be had. I will fly. I will surf out of the wave so I don't get collapsed on.
Okay.
Probably sort of. Let me see. I can do the little like this way, kinda
Mm-hmm.
back and around, and
Perfect.
sort of hover right there.
Okay.
Or I guess maybe even more or less land in case we do have to grab some people.
Sure,
and-
yeah, you
and
can do
take
that.
off.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll land, and I'll let the
lands
eagle.
on the deck.
So, question about the eagle: is it a normal giant eagle that these Beastmasters just are friends with? Or is
So
it...
what happened
yeah.
with you is when you arrived at this kind of sleepy seaside town, and Rin was looking for her friends. You were with a druid originally, and
Uh-huh.
this druid summoned these eagles. They seem to know these eagles. He's brought these eagles here to help you with your journey, and then you got in the backs of them. So they seem to
Okay.
be normal giant eagles, but they definitely are connected with that druid. They like
All right. So if I jump off this eagle, the eagle will do its own thing
yeah.
eventually. Yeah. Yeah. So I will not do that just yet. But I know that's possible. I will Sacred Flame.
Okay.
Just for now, and let's see. So, as the water is collapsing on the ship, does it look like it's is it collapsing as
So,
a wave on top of
it's-
it, or like filling up underneath it? Because if it's filling
I-
up underneath, the
I
boat's gonna
imagine
get
it-
some real speed forward.
Yeah, if this is a 6-second, like suddenly the water needs to push in on itself, it's probably doing kind of a, let me see, kind of a, like that, right? Like,
Yeah. Okay.
and
So,
so
it'll push the ship.
you think that the ship is probably there's a risk of it wilting up and like almost nosediving from the amount of weight and water that's going to push down on the back
on
of this
top
ship.
of it, and
Yeah.
then so then I get catapulted up. That's fine.
Potentially, yeah.
Yeah. Maybe
Or I
I'll
guess
do
not
that in
nosedive,
style.
but an ollie. An ollie. The ship is gonna do an ollie. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, I will cast. So we have that this thing that's next to Glum looks like it's pretty battered, right?
Yeah, it's looking pretty hurt. It's still
Yeah.
holding its ground, but it is looking pretty hurt.
Which of the two blobs look more hurt here?
The one next to Glum.
Okay. So yeah, I'll fire off a Sacred Flame
Okay.
on from the old gods at the thing next to Glum.
Okay.
And then I guess I'll roll you a d100.
Yes, roll a d100, and we'll see what happens. Okay.
68.
Okay. Okay.
And-
And then go ahead and roll your Sacred Flame.
The Sacred Flame is actually a Chaos Bolt. It's instead of being Sacred Flames, appearing around my target, an undulating, warbling mass of chaotic energy slams or streaks towards it. So I will have to
Amazing.
roll to see if I can hit that.
You get advantage, Thor.
Oh yeah, you get
I have fairy
advantage.
fire. You have advantage.
That's
Oh,
right.
he has Fairy Fire on him? Oh, perfect. All right, so I roll. I'll just do it in D20.
Yeah,
Oh,
of
maybe
course.
it even worked. All right, so at 17,
That hits.
I guess does it matter if I crit?
Oh no, yeah, go see if you can crit. If you're rolling dice, you can double the dice if you crit.
I'll try again.
No.
Not that crit. Okay. All right. So it does 10. It says chaotic energy, but I
Okay.
see it's 7 or 3. So that means it is either fire or psychic. It's psychic damage, is what it is.
It's psychic damage.
It's psychic damage.
Okay.
And yeah.
So, and is it all psychic damage? It's 15 points of psychic damage?
15
Or 15
points of
Okay.
yeah, 15 points of psychic damage.
So it's-
and again, I'm just like, what just happened?
So as the
And then
yeah, so as this happens, zoom, and it shoots out and slams into the side of the creature, the sort of silvery psychic energy courses through its head in kind of a spidery-like pattern, and the creature doesn't seem to be affected as it and then looks at you, and the three strange eyeballs furrow and glare at you, and suddenly the eagle that you're riding on the back of kind of looks up at you, and you become instantly terrified of the eagle. You are considered to be suffering from the frightened condition of that eagle, as that psychic energy sort of backfires into you, and the eagle looks like, I don't know, what does it look like? It looks like something horrible to you.
yeah, some horrific thing. So I'll immediately just roll off the eagle to the side there onto deck with my. If I moved 70 out of the 80, I guess I could do a 5-foot roll
Yeah,
off.
that's fine. Yeah, so
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, so I roll off the eagle, probably not very elegantly, or maybe, who knows.
Oh my god.
And that's yeah. And if I had my spiritual weapon, I could have bonus action, but I don't. So
Awesome.
that's my turn.
Okay, so Taruk, as you're sitting there looking at the eagle, which now looks like some sort of awful tentacled monster that's staring at you,
Yeah.
you finish your turn, and Glum, you are up.
All right. I'm gonna bring up my left hand, give it a shot as if I was pulling the trigger on a revolver, and I'm gonna fire hand crossbow at the big ugly guy at advantage with. Oh, yep, there you go, 19.
Yeah, that hits.
Much better. And damage is 27.
Oh boy. Okay, so it's still standing as that bolt sinks into it.
Pew! Again, pew!
Okay,
Okay, goes. Yes.
that hits.
20. 28 points of damage.
And with that, it flops over dead.
Awesome.
I note this very specific weapon. This is I
Never
guess I don't. I'm very terrified by the tentacle eagle. But
Yeah.
all of these things are very confusing to me.
And
Okay.
then I'm going to, I get cocky and I kind of throw my cloak in a spiral, and I'm going to spin over to my, down the ship so I can start to intercept those other guys coming on board.
Okay, cool.
For some reason, I can't click on me. Can you move me
Yeah, of
so
course.
that I am directly north of either one of
Okay.
those creatures?
There you go.
And then I'll fire at that guy. I'm going to select 7 cocky, so even no advantage this time. Advantage this time. Yeah, 3.
Oh my god, so
So the cloak goes in my face. It goes in my face as I fire it. Just fire it up into the air.
amazing. As you try to
and
do
then
a pirouette.
Yep. And then I'm gonna move. If you can please move Scott next to me so that make it a little harder for them to flank me.
Do you want
So it
Scott
doesn't
over
drown?
here? Yeah, so yeah,
Right
Scott
next to
doesn't drown.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
fine. Yeah. There you go. Perfect.
Okay, awesome. That was Glum's turn. It is now Aspen's turn. Oops. Didn't mean to do that
Question.
one.
Yes. Do I get advantage on this guy because Bert is right there next to him?
Yeah.
Okay. I am going to do another inflict wounds, and this time I'm gonna 20 it. So I'm gonna hit this guy first with advantage.
Okay.
We're gonna do a second level.
Yep.
Oh wait, hold on. Let me hold on.
So you carve a cross with your battle axe.
Second level. Natural 20.
Oh
Yay,
my
look
god.
at that.
Yeah, I mean, Aspen, like, what does it look like as you just completely annihilate this creature?
I grab it by the throat, and you see my eyes turn red because I channel my mother when I do this spell, even though it comes from my father.
Mhm.
My eyes turn red, and my hands glow red as I kind of just like use my nails to kind of like rip its flesh from its throat. And I turn to the other one. I do have to make a roll.
Yeah, go for it. Make your roll. Gripping its esophagus in your hand, it's sizzling with heat.
This second one will take the same damage as the first.
Wait.
If I hit.
Oh, okay. Holy
Because I have to make 2 rolls because this is a roll spell.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? I'm going to just roll a d20 instead and add my spell attack modifier.
Okay, go for it.
11 plus 8. So
Yep.
17 a hit.
That hits, and it takes the same amount of damage, which was...
It takes the same amount of damage as the first.
Oh my god. Yeah, so how do you kill that one? As you rip the throat out of the first one, whip around, and...
I kind of just like necrotic energy races from one arm to the other, just crossing through my body as I grab the other one and just rip its throat out.
As you grab onto its throat and begin to rip, the energy courses through you with a blast, and the top of its head just goes pops, and it just goes limp in your hand. They are both destroyed. All right.
And
Aspen.
as my bonus action, let me make sure Twin wasn't a bonus action. It is not, so I will convert my last second level of spell into sorcery points. That gives me 3, and I'm gonna move. I'm gonna move to the eagle, the scary guy that fell off the eagle, the crazy man. And yeah, that is where I end my turn.
So, Taruk, you see this woman in purple with like this strange hat you've never seen this fashion before, this like top hat jingling with chains, as she rips the throat out of one of these creatures and then pops the other one's head with her hand and comes running up the stairs towards you, eyes still kind of glowing red and hands sort of sizzling with heat.
Is this one with us?
Yes, yes, I'm with you.
Can you do this one next? And I point at the eagle.
He points at the eagle, and Aspen, you look, and the eagle just goes, and it just looks like a normal, like, big eagle.
I just nod. Sure. Anything? Are you okay? I can blast it if you want me to, but then I kind of know that Ren is probably like looking, and I'm like not gonna do that.
So what happened to are the butterflies still going on?
Oh yeah, there's still just like butterflies and flower petals like sparkling around you.
What world is this? Yeah. Okay.
All right, awesome. Aspen, is that your turn?
Yes, that is my turn.
Okay, cool. These creatures pull themselves up onto the deck, and I think they don't have that much movement. Yeah, okay, so they can just move like 10 feet. Well, sorry, Rin, one of them's gonna go for Bert, and the other one's gonna go for Oceanus. The other two, Glum, they pull themselves up next to you. God, this one can't quite get up to the upper deck there. So it's just gonna try to reach over the side and claw at Scott from the side of the deck. So let's start with Bert first. So here we go. Oh God, 23 and a 20 to hit Bert. Do those hit?
Those are both hit.
Yeah. I'm like, unfortunately.
So Bert takes 10 points of bludgeoning damage as it reaches out with its hands and like grabs onto Bert and starts crushing Bert. And then it's going to, as it's holding onto Bert, its jaw kind of, and it's gonna try to bite Bert for an 11 to hit. So Bert is able to wiggle free. I'm assuming Bert's AC.
Yeah.
Wiggle free and fly out of the grip of this thing. The other one goes for Oceanus, same deal. Boom, boom. Hits with one, does 6 points of bludgeoning, and hits it with one of its tentacles, and hits him for that, dealing 6 points of bludgeoning, and he is now grappled as one of the tentacled arms wraps around Oceanus. So Oceanus took a total of 12 points of damage. Ooh, Oceanus is looking really hurt as he is grappled. Okay, lastly, Glum. Here we go.
Yeah, so just... Oh, yep, go ahead.
These are at disadvantage, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah. No. I don't think any of these will hit. There's a...
20.
Yeah, so that was... Okay, so yeah, none of those hit. You're just, your displacer cloak is shifting you out of the way, the shield is deflecting, and then the one on Scott, does a 23 hit Scott?
Yes.
It bats at him, dealing 3 points of bludgeoning damage, and then it goes for the suckered hand with a 19 to hit, and he takes 5 points of piercing... Oh, it's poison damage as the suckers with their claws dig into Scott. Is Scott take poison damage?
He's immune to poison.
He's immune to poison. Okay, so nothing happens as the suckers
He likes it.
try to dig in and it doesn't do any damage. Okay, that was their turn. That takes us to the creature stuck in the whirlpool. Aize, at the end of its turn, it'll take the damage, right? It's going to continue to try to part the water out of this whirlpool, so let's do another contested roll. So go ahead and roll a d20, add your intelligence modifier. You're muted.
15 plus 5 is 20.
Okay, they rolled a 21 as they... You watch as the whirlpool splits and, floating right in the center as they sort of drop down into the water about 10 feet. You see a humanoid form. In that brief moment, they have these long tentacles writhing off of their chin and kind of going down Davy Jones style, sort of. And their arms are also covered in all sorts of suckers, and their skin is translucent. Their eyes big and bulbous as they slosh down into the water, and they use their action for that to split the water. And then they will use their movement to dive down. No, they're not going to do that. Yeah, they'll just stay there. Okay, at the end of their turn, the water at the back of the ship comes collapsing in. It's going to slam the back of the boat. I would imagine it kind of lilts it backwards like this, so the boat sort of tilts up. Everybody on the ship make a dexterity saving throw. So Aspen, Taruk, Oceanus, Glum, Scott, all the creatures, they'll just tumble backwards. Okay, so Taruk, you hold on to the deck as it flits upwards. Aspen, you are flung like a catapult and start twirling through the air towards this big water wall that's at the back of the ship. Glum, you got a 20?
Yeah, I made it. Scott got a 12.
Scott got a 12, so Scott will fail. Scott will also go get flung towards the back of the ship. And Aize, what did you get? Or no, you're Aize, you're on the back of the Eagle. You don't have to do it. There you go. So Aspen, you are flung backwards.
Yeah.
And God, how do I resolve this? Yeah, I think so. This is really weird. You're gonna be pushed, flung backwards, and then the boat is gonna kind of sort of get surged forward. So I'll say that you fly back about 15 feet. We'll make it 20. So that is 2d6 bludgeoning as you get flung into the deck. So 5 points of bludgeoning damage as you poof and are knocked prone. And that was it for who fell. Oh my god.
What about them?
Oceanus gets to make his dex save. Ooh, he fails too. Uh-oh. Oh no, Oceanus! Oceanus goes unconscious. As Oceanus and the creature that was grappling onto him get flung backwards and slam into the deck. also suffering the 5 points of bludgeoning, and Oceanus goes down limp on the deck. Okay, and I'm not going to move the boat, but the boat itself is shunted forward. I don't want to move all these tokens, although that actually wouldn't be that bad. I can just grab you all. I think I can do it. But anyways, that was their turn. Next up is the strange, blobby alien creature. Can I move you all? Yes, I can. All right, we'll move you all about 20 feet forward as that happens. And this as well is moved about 20 feet forward. There we go. And just like that. All right, Mr. Blobby Man is going to attempt to... I think they're gonna go for... Yeah, they're gonna go for Aspen, who is prone. Awesome. So they come crawling towards you with their tentacled legs and are gonna stab at you twice with their Triton. Here we go, at advantage. 22 to hit.
2.
Deflected with the arcane blast, and then the tentacle comes in to try to wrap around your neck for a 25 to hit.
That hits.
So it wraps around your neck, and you hear that as you take 11 points of psychic searing pain, and you are now disadvantaged on wisdom saving throws until the end of its turn. Okay, that was its turn. Taking us to Oceanus. Oceanus makes a death saving throw. And fails, so that is one failed death save for Oceanus. Okay, next up is Rin.
All right. I'm gonna have some questions in a second, but we're gonna start with Bert.
Okay.
So this is a mess. All right. Since Bert is right there with that blob creature that's attacking Aspen, he's gonna try his best to help.
Okay. Bert has advantage.
Get him, Bert. Yeah. 17?
Yeah, that definitely hits.
So, Erica,
All right.
you can
Let me
click-
roll the d4.
Erica, you can click on where it says claw right underneath the number. Click on that.
Well, that's what I. Oh.
Yes.
Oh.
There you
It's
go.
the okay. New stuff. New stuff. I understand now.
New stuff, who dis?
All right.
So that's
That'll
8 points of damage? Okay, nice. Solid hit. Okay.
All right. And I'm gonna have him just head up right behind Aspen after that.
Okay, cool. I can do that.
Now to make sure I'm doing this right, I'm going to have Rin fly over and cast Aid. I don't know how that works with people that are unconscious.
Yep, automatic
so-
hit point. Yeah, automatic
So,
hit point.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know. What is aid? Aid grants hit points or something?
It just grants hit points, yep.
Cool.
I
Gives you
totally
temporary
forgot
hit
about it.
points.
That first one.
Oh, wait,
So-
are they temporary hit points or actual hit points?
They're actual
It's for,
occurrence.
it lasts for 8 hours.
Has been a big discussion for many years.
Okay, cool. We'll go with
Whether
it.
or not aid does make people get back up, but apparently because they're real hit points and you've no longer suffered your full damage,
Sure.
it's supposed to. Yeah.
Okay, I'll go with it. Yeah.
That's
So,
technology.
so how much? How many hit points does Oceanus get?
All right. So first, I have to get close enough, and it says I'll just also click it over here.
I'm not gonna be able to read that quickly.
Yeah. let me look at the bottom.
5 hit points.
Targets.
5. Perfect. So
Up to 3
Oceanus.
creatures within 30 feet.
Cool. So Oceanus comes back to consciousness
right.
with your magic.
And that means I could also get 2 more to aid, and I believe I'm going to. Let's
You
help
can get
Aize and Aspen.
Aize and Aspen. Okay, so you both
They're
get 5
just
hit
making it
points.
in range.
Cool. Excellent. As you get
Ah.
back those hit points, and Oceanus is brought back from the brink. Excellent. Cool. And anything else for you, Rin?
Just to move my eagle so I'm not in the
Yeah.
water.
It's 5 hit points.
Yes, 5.
Awesome.
Each
so,
target's hit my maximum. Yep, 5.
Cool. So as Rin flies along the edge of the water and gives these hit points with your healing energy to everyone, that takes us to Herrick if you're done. Okay, cool. So Herrick will, with Aize on the holding onto his hips, Herrick will just kind of say, "Hold on," and is going to fly up and around. Let me see here. Yeah, he's just gonna stay up in the air and attack with his bow. He's gonna try to sort of loop around to this side of the ship and shoot down at that blobby creature twice. And hits both times. Whew! Dealing 13 points on that first one. He's gonna use his Archer's Eye again and add an additional 2, so 15 points on the first hit. And 7 points on the second, as the 2 arrows strike true into the blobby creature. And then you didn't notice, Aize, but there was a smaller bird that suddenly flits past as the eagle sort of banks around, and you see this sort of like almost copper feathered owl with like really puffy feathers and a very puffy white feathered face that kind of flies past and dives down towards that same creature right next to Bert, and they both kind of flit up next to the blobby-like creature. Go ahead and if you can make an attack roll for me, Erica, Rin for Mika.
All right.
Add advantage because Aspen is flanking. So 16 will hit.
Awesome. And 8 as well.
Nice. Okay, so 8 more points as Mika slashes into the back of this thing. Okay, that takes us to Aize. It is your turn.
Did that tentacle head disrupt my control water? That's what I understand, right?
So I imagine you still have control water up, but the area where the whirlpool was is essentially parted, and this creature is essentially holding back the whirlpool. So you can no longer. I guess we would do it. We would do another contested roll, right? For you to try to collapse the water back in and grind it up in the whirlpool.
But I can see them now.
Yes, you can. They're essentially right at the surface of this cone of water that's been split apart.
Okay. I'm not going to drop a whirlpool on them. I'm going to use control water. 1 second. The range is 300 feet.
Okay.
So they're in range. And I'm going to part water with the top of the cube. Actually, it's 100 by 100 per cube. Can I make it a 20 by 20 foot?
Sure.
I won't do this to you. Don't worry. All right.
You make
I
you
wanted
drop
to
the water, yeah.
it.
So wait, sorry. You want to drop the humanoid that's floating there? You want to drop them? Got it. Okay. So you pull the water apart under them, and they start plummeting down. How far are you dropping them?
100 feet.
100 feet. Okay. My God. Okay. They will make a dex save. They got a 12. So go ahead and roll.
10 dice saves.
This is a friggin' Is my mic still working?
Yes.
Okay. This is a friggin' waterbender fight. Okay, so how much damage is that?
41 points.
Oh my God.
30
I think I'm gonna have to
seconds.
look into this. I think because they're landing in water, it's like halved, but it's fine. The thing is, water's very hard if you don't land in it right. Anyways, 41 points of bludgeoning damage. My goodness. They plummet into the water below, and they need to make a big concentration check. They do not succeed. Okay, so their control water spell drops, and
Okay.
you all are at the bottom of a 100-foot trench, which is now starting to cave in on you. Cool. Aize, anything else for you?
I go look over at the shark.
Yeah, I mean, you can't really see, you can barely see the shadow of this like fight that's happening in the water, and it's like clouds of blood forming, but it's on the other side of the water wall.
Oh, I see. All right, but
Here, because the water would have been more or less like, God, this is so confusing. It would have been something like this, right? Because the boat got shunted
Yeah.
forward.
okay, no problem.
Yeah.
All right. I can't do anything with the controlled water until next round anyway.
Okay, we'll see what happens.
But just can I use the controlled water to mitigate the effects
So,
of?
yeah.
But that's next round.
I
Next
give you
round,
this,
okay.
yeah. On next round, you can try to stop the collapse. Yeah, absolutely. Okay.
All right.
Next up is Taruk.
Okay. Am I? Is the
You are
tentacle
no-
beast in front?
You are no longer frightened. You suddenly see the image disappear,
Alright.
and the eagle is just standing there.
Alright. I'm familiar enough with magic that I'm like, okay, I'm not crazy. Or I am crazy, either one. But, okay, so I'm not scared of the bird anymore. I see the wall starting to collapse like they just did over there earlier.
Yep.
Okay, so I call out to Herrick. Who do we save?
Herrick turns to you. What do you mean, all of them?
That is impossible.
I believe in them. The stories I've heard.
Who do you believe in slightly less?
Well, I believe in my daughter most.
Yes. Alright, so I'll make a quick judgment call.
Okay.
Demon Lady, who can rip throats, is probably fine. Wave Boy over there is already. I saw him fall basically, so I'm not sure he's gonna make it anyway. These other people, I'm sorry, I can't help them. So I will jump on the eagle.
Okay.
Hop over to the edge where Glum is.
Okay.
And reach out a hand and be like, "Come on!"
Awesome. So the eagle, you jump on the eagle, and the eagle
Kind of like
yeah.
flops over as it's about to take off,
Yeah.
right? So I'm extending a hand as I sort of
It's doing
get
the
close.
like dodo like takeoff like.
Yeah, exactly.
you
As
reach
I'm
out
doing
your
the Legolas grab on Glum here.
Perfect. Okay, Glum, what do you do?
I reach out, but as he pulls me up, I say, "Stay close to that guy," and I point at the alien creature that's grappled. I believe both Aspen and Bert, right?
Oh, this one here? It hasn't grappled anybody, but it's clearly it did a bunch of damage to Aspen when it hit her with the tentacle.
Okay.
Oh, so I thought he was grappling at least Bert.
No. The only
Bert
person
got
who's
out.
grappled, yeah, the only Bert got out. That was Flavor. Sorry, that was Flavor. Bert got out. The only one who's actually grappled right now is Oceanus. Oceanus is grappled by this
Okay.
creature here.
Okay. That's the other way. Okay, cool. So I just let him pull me up for now.
Okay, so you
I see.
are pulled up onto the back of the eagle, and Tariq,
What's
what do
this
you-
other creature? Is that a dog?
It's a big
Yeah.
metal mechanical dog, like an armored-looking dog.
Okay, so unless
It's
that
a-
one
it's like a
jumps.
giant body.
Okay, does he jump with us, or is he still there, or what? Do we leave him? What do we do?
What does he do?
Yes. If he can jump up, he will.
Oh my god. Okay.
Okay, you know what, I told it-
Glum
if
jumps on the back of the eagle. And the eagle goes as it kind of like gets crushed down and is trying to take off.
No, I'll maybe, yeah, okay, yeah, that works.
Okay, so
Yeah.
the eagle starts to waverly fly up about like 10 feet and is barely pushing itself off the ground. I'm gonna do a couple things here.
No, we're underwater, right?
No, not
No.
quite yet. The water is
No,
collapsing
collapsing.
around you.
Is it my action to pull him up, or could I do that as sort of like a bonus action or a?
I'll give it to
a
you as free movement for this.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so I see the eagle struggling. Let's see here.
Yeah, the eagle is not going to be able to take off with the three of you on its back. You see it like goes about 10 feet up with a hop and then immediately drops back down onto the deck.
Okay. I look. I look at Herrick, and he seems to have faith in everybody here, and I say, and I say go, and then I jump off the eagle.
Okay, so you jump off the back of the eagle, landing on the
Jump
deck
off
of the
the
ship.
back. Yeah, land on the back of the ship as the eagle sort of touches down, and I realize it can't fly.
Mhm.
I turn behind me and say to Glum, go, and I jump off,
I'll
looking
pay you.
tellingly at Herrick, as you know we're paying life debts here, or at least attempting to.
Yeah.
As I'm flying off, I say it was really nice meeting you.
So I have probably used all of my movement at that point.
Definitely, yeah.
So I am on the ground, sort of next to there. I see things still fighting. Herrick is dealing with that guy. Is he prone? This dude next to Oceanus?
Yeah. They're both prone. Yeah.
Okay, but these two other ones near me are not.
No, they are not.
Okay, in that case, I will twin my sacred flame. I'm like, okay, we'll try this one more time. And I try to cast sacred flame again on the closer one. That's like almost all the way up to where I am.
Perfect.
And as I do so, my intention is a sort of split here. I can't decide really which one.
Mm-hmm.
So a twin spell goes off.
Perfect.
And it's instead again it's probably a chaos bolt on both of them.
Awesome.
So two different ones. Let's see. So that'll be a chaos bolt. You know what? This time, just to switch it up because I have no control here.
Mm-hmm.
Let me roll a d6 to determine the power level we're dealing with.
I love it.
Okay, so a level 2 chaos bolt.
Very cool. Okay.
Think I rolled it. Yeah. Okay. So the first one will take 17, and I think she said the second one will take the same.
Okay. That's I think you do have to roll to hit the second one. But
I'll roll to hit it. Yeah, hold on. I lost the. There we go. Yeah. So I'll roll to hit the second one. I have a +7. That'll be a 12.
12. Yes, 12 just hits. So they both get slammed with these chaos bolts. What kind of energy is it? What kind of damage?
This time we're dealing with 5 or 4. Let's see. We're dealing with either lightning or force. It's going to be force this time.
Okay, so these. What does it look like? Just like these two bolts.
Yeah, so it's supposed to be another sacred flame, and then instead they both get these fists, just invisible fists of force kind of slam into them. It's hard to even see what I'm doing. I'm just stretching my arm out, and then a force pounds into either one.
It's essentially
both of
like
them.
if you've ever seen the slow-mo footage of an explosion, there's that ripple in the air from the shockwave and it hits them and their
Exactly.
flesh kind of peels apart. Both of them survive the hit, but they kind of stumble backwards from the blast. Roll a D100 for me, and we'll see what happens.
48.
48. This is fun. Oh my god!
Okay.
Okay, so as this happens,
Oh my gosh.
and the two of you are sorry, Glum, you're flying away, looking back. Nice to meet you, and you suddenly see this like burst of rainbow light appear behind Taruk, who doesn't seem to notice this as his hands are outstretched. Taruk, as you kind of like are sitting there shocked at what just happened, you hear the sound of hooves behind you.
Oh
And you-
no, is it Celeste?
You feel a presence right behind you, and then feel this kind of hot breath and like a
Okay.
yeah. And as you turn around and look, you see a gorgeous, sparkling, almost like glitter-like white unicorn standing right behind you. Okay, so
The old gods have answered my prayers.
That behooves
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, so my butterflies and my rainbows and my unicorns are crushing it. I say, so I look at the you know what a unicorn is, sort of, I guess, to some extent.
oh, definitely. Yeah.
So I will just briefly say, save my friends.
The unicorn.
But I say it in a different language. I said, "Red mina vänner."
The unicorn sort of
would
straightens
know.
its head,
Yeah.
looking at you very majestically, and then bows and closes its eyes. Okay, we'll see what happens with that. Anything else?
And surprisingly, I'm surprised at the magic that happened when I threw the force bolts, but I'm less surprised that suddenly there's a unicorn than I've been to any of the other spell effects. That seems to be more or less in tune with. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's the faith right there.
Awesome.
All right, that's my turn.
Okay, so the unicorn is standing there. We'll see what it does. But
Does she just act on the turn after me, or?
Yeah, actually, let's do that because that'll be very simple. So the unicorn, I don't know what a unicorn can do.
Okay, I could do it at the end of the turn, and I'll look.
Yeah,
it up.
Let's do this. While I figure out what a unicorn can do, Glum, what are you doing? You are 30 feet up in the air as the eagle is flying away. You're starting to see the boat disappear below you, and a unicorn standing on the deck of the ship. Oh, did we lose Glum?
We got it. He's reconnecting right now, on a different device.
Oh, I see. Okay.
You guys can hear me, see me?
Yes.
Yep.
Excellent. So, as I suspected, my video card did die on me on my
No.
computer, but guess what? Phone. So, you'll have to roll for me. I would like to go ahead and fire 3 bolts out of my crossbow. I'm going to train it at the alien first,
Okay.
the alien creature looking guy.
Okay.
Okay, I'm back up. I don't know how long it'll take. Yeah, whoever has control of my.
Yeah. Do you know what your bonuses are? Unless if somebody else has.
Yeah, it'll be plus 1, plus 3. It's 4. What's our proficiency bonus at this level?
3.
3.
What is it?
Probably have a +7.
Plus 3. So yeah, +7.
It's a plus 1 crossbow also,
Okay, so +8. Okay.
and then -5 because I'm doing the sharpshooter.
Okay.
So it'll be plus 3.
+3. Okay. Okay. So the only one of them hits.
Okay.
With a natural 19 +3. Okay, so the one of the bolts sinks into it, and then do you remember what the damage is?
Yeah, it'd be a D6 plus 4. D6 plus 4 plus 10 because of the sharpshooter.
D6 plus 4 plus 10. Okay, so that is 18, 28 points of damage. So as you fire off these bolts, 2 of them just hit the deck next to it as it whirls around and looks up at you. Glum, how do you kill it?
All right. So basically, I'm just firing wildly, and occasionally they'll hit like right between the eyes, and that's exactly where it goes.
Okay,
It's
so
just some right between.
firing wildly, they whiz past, and the last one just right between the eyes. It goes into the center eye that runs down its skull, and it goes onto the deck dead.
Bye-bye. Was that 3 shots, by the way?
That was 3 shots.
Okay, cool. That's my turn.
Okay, that's your turn. The unicorn, it will run. Wait, it has a thing.
The eagle technically has maybe more movement speed if he's now in control of it.
Yeah, this is weird.
I used, let's say, probably 50 feet of
Well,
worth.
yeah, I basically allowed it to get 30 feet above the deck with the,
that
like
makes
swoop
sense.
over,
Okay.
and then
So
it
then,
tried
yeah,
to
that-
go up and then down and then up. So
Yeah.
yeah, I'm gonna say I think
that's fine.
to keep it consistent, we'll keep it on your turn.
Yeah.
The unicorn, though, because I can't figure this out quickly enough, it's just going to. Oh, it can cast. That might help.
Yes.
Sure.
Yes.
It'll look towards the creature floating in the water. Well, okay. Are you looking at its stat block?
No, but I know it kind of. Do you want me
kinda
to
know
look it up?
Well, because I was just gonna do entangle. I know it can do the crazy like other thing.
Yeah.
Is anybody severely hurt right now?
Yes.
Yes.
Aspen is.
I'm
Okay.
not, but I mean, yeah, Oceanus and Aspen.
Oh yeah. Okay. So then the unicorn runs up to Aspen. So Aspen, there's suddenly this majestic unicorn that kind of very gracefully leaps over the railing and lands on the deck right next to you. And it leans down and presses
I
its
must
nose.
be dreaming.
It
This is a
presses its
dream.
nose into you, and you receive.
There are no unicorns in hell. What's going on? I'm just looking around, and I look to the crazy man. Did you do that? Okay.
It was the gods.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds about right. And then I just I look towards like Oceanus. How much do I get back?
We lost you now, Nathan. But it's 2d8 plus 2.
You get 11 points of healing. Do you hear me?
Yep.
Yes.
Cool.
11 points. All right, cool.
And it will then, yeah, it'll then run over to Oceanus and do something on its turn after. Okay, amazing. Aspen, it is your turn.
Okay, so quick question: is this guy prone next
Yeah.
to Oceanus? Are they both prone?
Mhm.
Okay. Is that guy hurt?
Yes, a little bit, just a little bit. But he is.
Okay. Hmm. You know what? I'm gonna go over there and stab him. I'm gonna use my movement to get. Is he on top of the deck or is he just on the? Is he higher than we are? Or
Oh, right. That is a good. Actually, no. Yeah, he would be. He would be down where you are. Like they would have slammed into the deck and fallen there. So if you just want to move yourself like that, there they are.
yeah. Okay. I'm gonna use my new trident and I'm gonna stab this guy.
Okay.
Two-handed style.
Go for
And
it.
I get advantage.
Yes, you do.
25 to hit him, and that's 12 points of piercing damage.
My goodness.
Let me make sure they added my charisma. I think so. Yeah, I think it's 12 points of damage. And as my bonus action, I will convert all my sorcery points, my 5, into a 3rd level spell slot.
You'll convert all your sorcery. Okay. So sorry, that was a 25 to hit, 12 points of damage. Ooh, okay.
12 points of damage.
Okay. Still alive.
Can't do anything else.
Okay.
I can't attack twice.
Okay.
So that is
you
all I can do.
Stab into it with the trident and it lets out a squeal, but it's still alive. That is Aspen's turn. all of these creatures, well, the two that were over here are now gonna pull themselves up, and, oh, they can't actually, I don't think they can get over to, Taruk, because you are up there.
Well, so that one guy was actually on the
side,
climbing all the way up.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Okay,
Yeah,
so he will climb up to you. This one will go to Aspen, and the other one will stand and attack Aspen, and this one will go for the unicorn. Sure. Okay, so I'll do this as fast as I can. So for you, Aspen, let's start with you. This is gonna be at advantage. Wow. Oh, wait, that was all damage. My bad. 23 to hit.
Yeah, I'm gonna let that hit.
Okay, so you take 4 points of bludgeoning damage as it carves into you with its hands, and then it goes for the tentacle with a 15 to hit. I don't think that hits.
No, the 15 does not hit. How much damage?
4 points of damage. And then the other one will go for the 22 to hit, and you take 1 point of piercing damage. I do need you to make a Constitution saving throw for me. And then the other one, go for the unicorn. Just straight rolls.
22
22. Okay.
for a con save.
You are fine. Oh, it hits the unicorn with a bite and does 6 points of damage to the unicorn. I think it's also halved, I'm assuming. Surely the unicorn has a resistance.
Not to that.
Weird. Okay.
Magic, but not to normal stuff.
Yeah, okay. Okay, then this one, it climbs up onto the deck right next to you, Taruk, and you now see this humanoid form, translucent skin. The mouth kind of opens up fish-like as it goes right in your face, and it's going to try to grab onto you. So a 21 to hit.
Yep.
Okay, you take 3 points of bludgeoning damage.
Yep.
A 14 to hit.
That will miss. It'll slam into my shiny shirt.
Okay. And then it will try to grab you with this like suckered hand for a 21 to hit.
Oh yeah.
And you take 6 points of poison damage, and I need you to make a con save.
Yes.
You just make it. Okay, you feel the poison start to course through your body, but you push it, you resist it. That takes us to this creature, which is going to... yeah, this spell I use okay. Sure. It will cast Control Water again, because it can. And it's going to use the, I think it's like Surge or something, or Flood, where it can, or Flow, I don't know. It can redirect water. I think it can lift itself up towards the ship, I believe, with Control Water.
Yes, that's what we did.
That's what you did, yeah. So it will sort of jettison itself up, and I think it's the full 100-foot cube, so it'll move the 100 feet up to towards the ship, kind of at an angle, and when it gets to about here, we'll use 30 feet of its movement to leap over onto the ship, and it'll just make it to the deck of the ship as it slams down, looking around at you all. But that is all it can do with its action. So that's what it does. It's now on the deck of the ship as the waves are starting to crash in around you, taking us to Oceanus. Stands up and attacks twice. Here we go. Boom, boom. Hits with both. And does 18 points of damage, stabbing that creature through, killing it. taking us to Rin. You are up.
All right. Once again, gonna start again with Bert meeting up. Oh, go ahead.
Let me interrupt you. So one thing you forgot because you were gone for a while. Bert's Survival 101 is using his flyby attack.
Yeah.
So after you attack, you can move, fly up in the air.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I would definitely.
Yeah,
do that.
I forgot to mention it. So yeah.
Cool.
Understood.
He's brave. It means brave in bird tongue.
Yes.
He's supposed to stay and fight.
Yes.
He's a
He never backs
barbarian.
down. I'm gonna have him fly up to meet Mika to attack the one at the right of our unicorn that we have now.
Perfect. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Her name's Celeste. She has appeared many times in my campaigns.
He does not as much as a flying falcon can,
Uh-huh.
and goes in for an attack.
13. That hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Awesome.
7 points.
And
okay.
that's 7.
Clawing into it. Okay.
All right, and gonna follow the same and have him fly by next to me.
Okay.
And Rin is gonna follow up with shooting with sharpshooter.
D&D Noah's Ark.
Yes. All I have to contribute is comments. All right, 19 minus 3,
Excellent. That hits.
and that would mean 19.
Whew. Okay. Still standing.
One more hit.
Uh-huh.
Come on.
Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely hit.
20.
So the 2 strikes into the back of this creature, and it goes down. All right.
Rin is back.
Yes, Rin and Bert are back. Anything else for you, Rin?
That is everything for me. Defending a unicorn.
Okay. Herrick looks over his shoulder at you, Aize, as the water is starting to crash down around you, and he just says, "You got this, right?"
Not a problem.
Okay. Just to be safe, he's gonna fly forward a little bit, and and kind of fly to the center of the ship, and fly upwards and unleash the 2 shots down at the other creature. Oh yeah, definitely hits with both of those, and yeah, kills that one without problem. It drops dead. Taking us to the top of the round for Aize, you are up. There's only 2 creatures left, it looks to be, but the waves are about to crash down. What do you do?
All right, I will use control water and manipulate the walls of water on either side and slow them down.
Okay.
And then gently raise the water level on the ship so it doesn't rattle.
Understood. Okay, so you're gonna raise it up the 100 feet back up to the surface?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
And
so
I'm going to yell at the top of my lungs. Oh, sorry.
I was just gonna say, if you're doing it gently, I'll say that you this will probably take like, I don't know, 3 rounds to get it all the way up without like capsizing or messing the ship up. So it starts to, the water suddenly slows down and starts to sort of pool around the base of the ship and start to raise it upwards. Okay. And what were you gonna shout?
I point at the caster on the bow and I said, I strongly advise that you kill that guy. Girl. Whatever.
All right.
Like, very much. You need to. Or this could go on for a long time, and that's it.
Understood. Okay, Aize, that was your turn. Taruk, you're up. You have this one creature in front of you, and behind you, this tentacled, bearded thing just landed on the deck.
Landed on after water spouting itself
Yes.
up in a very cool caster-like manner. Okay, that's unsettling. Yeah, I shall. I I guess I will cast a. I will cast. So I will Shield of Faith myself
Okay.
as I'm about to go into combat. And then I'll roll you a d100.
Yep. Roll a d100.
Just for funsies.
Come on, another unicorn.
72.
Okay. Let's see. Does anything bad happen? Oh, okay. So you cast Shield of Faith on yourself, and you suddenly feel this tingle run throughout your body. You are now resistant to all damage.
Great, because it wasn't Shield of Faith.
Yeah, what did you cast?
It ended up being, as soon as I cast it on myself, and suddenly, like, time slows down for me. And I realize I have time to do more stuff. First of all, the spell clearly didn't work as intended, but I am now hasted.
Oh, cool. Okay.
So with my second action, then I will run over to. I will sort of dodge and weave, but I will take the attack opportunity from that guy. Run over to the 5 feet to face the tentacle guy.
Okay.
And cast Thunder Wave.
Cool.
We think.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. Let's.
So first, I'm resistant to all damage for
Yeah.
a turn. That's cool. All right. So here's the second splurge. 99. That sounds interesting.
I don't know what that is. Hey, you regain all expended sorcery points.
Great, because I've spent 3 of them. Yeah.
Yeah. And go ahead and.
Very cool. And
they
then
make a
Thunder
save,
Wave
right?
is, well, it's not Thunder Wave. It's in fact Thunder Clap. So instead of being a cool wave of thunder, it's just a burst of thunder right on him.
Awesome.
So a much weaker effect this time. But at least it doesn't cost a spell slot. So it will be this. I think they might get a save.
I think so. I think it's either con or strength.
It's a con save.
Con save. Okay. They rolled a 5, so they are gonna take full damage of whatever this ends up being.
The full damage is only 9.
Okay, so.
And there's no additional effect except a very large thunderclap goes off.
Awesome.
Which is surprising to me as well. And then as I am suddenly very fast, I will now angle around him so that I'm standing on the other side of that boom in the front there. The spinnaker?
I don't know what you call it, but yeah, you dart around the other side of that and are in position as this creature is trying to track you.
Yeah, I'm not trying to avoid getting flanked.
Cool.
Yep, and that's that. I now will have a dagger in my hand as well.
Okay,
just for
awesome.
Some personal defense.
As the dagger gets pulled out and that blast of thunder hits it, you see it starting to cough up like almost like a thick black blood as it's trying to track you with your fast movements, taking us to Glum, who is sitting on the back of the eagle, which is starting to rise up even further. So Glum, you are now you're very high up. You're like 110 feet above the deck of the ship as the eagle just starts to fly upwards with you and Scott.
Hey, Eagle, that's good enough. So my crossbow has 120-foot range.
Oh my god, so you're right within range!
Yep. So I lean over. Pew, 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 pew.
Let's see those attacks.
And I will fire 3 shots. I have put up now, so I can do it.
I'm assuming you're attacking the magic.
Go, number
user?
1. Oh, crit. Yeah, the guy, the creature that Thor's fighting.
That looks like a double crit, I think.
Yeah,
because it
he
rolled
double
twice.
20'd that.
Yeah. Wow.
I rolled
okay.
2. Yeah. So damage is 28 points for the first one.
Wow. Okay.
I only rolled.
So Glum, you fire off the
Yes.
first shot. How does it kill this creature? That is all it took. Is that first shot just?
Nice. It takes a while. I shoot pew, and I'm watching. It's going. At the last second, the creature just instinctively looks up, and then also gets it in the forehead.
And it just lands back on the deck, right at your feet, Taruk. And as it drops dead, yeah, Glum, you have two more shots.
I'll fire at the other what I forget they're called. The one that's to the south of me.
Yeah, go for it.
Yep. All right. And I'll do the same thing where I'm gonna flip my cape around all fancy and see if I roll more ones. Here we go.
Yeah.
Yep.
8, that'll miss, and 5, that'll miss.
They
So
both
yes,
miss.
cape in the face again.
Yeah, just landing on the deck next to it. But that takes us to Aspen. You are up.
I can't get up there, so I'm gonna Eldritch Blast from
Go
where
for
I
it.
am. First one. Let's see. 11 to hit. I
Yep,
don't
that
think
hits.
though.
That
Oh,
just
it does.
hits. Yep.
15 points of force damage.
Okay.
And second one, 16
All right. Yeah, that hits.
with another 11 points of force damage.
So, as all these creatures are dropping around you, and you see Glum up there, thunk, kill the magic user, you spin around, you see the final creature standing there, sort of crouching down, getting ready to run straight at Taruk. How do you kill it, Aspen?
I just say, I got you, crazy man with the unicorn, and I drop both of my my shield and my actually no, I think I point my trident at it and
cool.
fire from the trident at it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So as you put your trident out of the two tips on the like outside of the trident, the energy channels through and flies out, slamming into the back of this creature, and it just sort of bursts into pieces across the deck. And that is the end of the combat as the creature falls dead on the deck, and kind of the sound of the water starts to take over the sound of the battle, and you feeling the boat starting to rise up with Aize there on the back of the eagle. As everything starts to calm down, Taruk, you hear the kind of clomping of hooves and look up and see the unicorn approaching you and looking down at you.
Thank you very much for the service.
It sort of bows.
Excellent
and
to have you here. It was very helpful.
Raises its head.
Excellent job, everybody. Oh, hold on. Hold on. And then I end the concentration on the spell. Whew. That was quite the thing. Thank you, old one. And I bow for the unicorn.
It looks you in the eyes. What languages do you speak?
I speak. I old forgotten ones, but I picked Naush and Raidron.
Okay. It looks at you and
I spoke to it in Pavrin Raidron or
Yeah.
something before, yeah.
It speaks through you telepathically, and you really just get like a bunch of sensory inputs of images and feelings, and then start to hear kind of a lilting voice that it's similar in tone to some of the languages you know, and you're able to pick up kind of the basic meaning, but it's not quite your language. I would say maybe you recognize it being a cleric. Well, used to have been a cleric. It sounds Sylvan as it's
Okay.
speaking to you, but you get the basic tone of just you're a special one, truly, to have brought me here. You have gone through much and have changed in a great way. Don't squander these gifts. And as those phrases sort of coalesce in your mind, it starts to close its eyes and shimmer, and eventually it just turns into...
I touch it right as it goes away.
As you reach out and touch it, your hand sort of passes through the sparkles before you can really make contact with it.
Well, that was an impressive display. Your friends are an impressive bunch. I say to
Herrick.
to Rin.
Yeah, Herrick comes and lands down next to you with Aize on the back of the eagle. Rin, what are you doing?
Yeah, I'm gonna come over and land nearby.
As we coolly and slowly ascend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As the water starts to calm down.
Herrick sort of straightens up and gets off the eagle, sort of kind of petting the side of its neck.
Well, Taruk, I don't know if you're gonna accept this, but consider your life debt paid. You helped my daughter's friends, and I don't think we would have gotten through it without you, so...
No,
good.
I insist. This was nothing.
Really, you don't have to follow me anymore.
No, this is a debt to the gods. I must. Only I and the gods can decide when the debt to you is paid.
Okay, if you insist, sure. Just make sure whenever you are trying to do your stuff, always point it away from me, okay?
I was twice in long time ago a large hero for my people. I have many magics, and they will work when the gods say they will work.
Yeah, that's good, but
Confidently.
They aren't working the way you think they are right now. And the last time you tried to cure my wounds, I suddenly felt like I couldn't even focus on anything, and I was moving real fast. So, it's fine. You don't have to cure me. I can do it myself. Okay?
No, I can. If you're hurt, I can.
It's okay. Really, I insist.
Okay, well, I'm a little bit hurt. I think I will. If you wouldn't mind, just cure myself.
Wait. Do you cast the spell?
No, I know. If he says no, I'm not doing it. I'm like,
just wait until we get off the boat, please. And we're on land. Okay.
Of course, sir.
Rin, are you good?
Good. Only Bert's a little hurt, but we'll be fine.
I can take care of Bert. No problem at all. I can
he's fine. He's great. He's.
Are you sure his wing is a little?
We have a specific regiment that we're keeping. It's all right. I appreciate it though.
Okay. Well, the blessing of the old gods is you must. It does not. Do not must accept.
You know,
I apologize. This new speak that you all seem comfortable with is new to me.
Yes, when we found you stoned. Turned to stone. It was. I'm sure it's been a while.
Yes, perhaps, or maybe we are somewhere else. This is not like me, like home.
But let's have you properly meet all my friends. And as she turns, she kind of notices some odd couples over here.
Yeah, I do like a nice polite bow, and I say, welcome me, everybody.
I don't. Okay. Welcome.
Was this correct? Yeah.
No, it was not. But welcome.
Thank you.
What is your name?
I am Taruk 8 Faru. I am from Faru. Do you know Faru?
What did you eat?
I don't think I do, actually.
Okay.
I just looked to Ren, and I'm just like, eyes wide. I just message her. Where did you find this loony bin?
Listen, we found him when we were finding Life Saloon. Short of it, he's good when... And then, we're standing nearby, and just earshot. He's good. He's very helpful. Okay. Clearly.
I was turned to stone, and they returned life to me. And they say maybe the stone lasts a long time, but I am not sure. It felt strange. But either way, Herrick, the hero, I now owe him my life, as he freed me from the rock.
Yeah.
And for those of you that haven't met him yet, this is my father.
May I present?
Nice to meet you.
Herrick, the hero, undoer of stone.
Yeah, it's
flyer of eagles.
It's just Herrick.
Pointy of air,
Yeah, no, just Herrick. Nice to meet you all. I've heard a lot about you from Rin. Really pleasure to meet you. I was expecting this one to be a lot taller, though, and he points to Glum. You said there was an older guy, right, with armor?
That's
Nice to meet you, Volric, by the way.
Unless a lot has happened,
What?
I don't think that's Volric.
That's a dumb name.
Oh, sorry. Shifty? I thought Shifty was a lot younger. Is that you? Who is this?
I don't believe we've met.
My name is Glum. It's really nice to meet you.
Okay, nice to meet you too. Which one is this, Rin?
She just kind of like tiptoes, like whispers, like, I don't know, but those two are my friends. The others, I don't know about.
Oh, okay.
But be cool.
Glum is new. Glum is wonderful. He's a stand-up comedian.
Yes. Keep going. You say.
Did I tell you that I once dated a Medusa? She got mad because I wouldn't look her in the eyes. I told her I didn't want to be taken for granted.
Wow.
Oh, that's.
You know, I would
when-
laugh, but on behalf of my new friend, I feel like it's a
I'm
bit
here
of a
every
sensitive
Thursday.
topic.
In my world, Medusa is the snakes that turn to stone, not the eyes. Is this new in this world?
Just a bad joke, I guess.
It's yeah, Taruk.
Oh.
I don't think you want to it was just move on.
Yes, sir.
Well, thank you all for keeping in. Well, really, I now see that Rin is kind of looking after all of you. Good job, Rin.
Oh, thank you so much for your timely arrival. By the way, we were in a bit of a pickle there.
Yeah, it worked out. Hey, it's kind of remarkable.
I'll run over to the south side of the ship and look to see if
Oh yeah. Yeah.
how battle between
Viskulig?
Viskuleg.
You look over and you see like red bloody water rising up in the area where the fight was occurring, and you see a large shape float to the surface and kind of belly over, and you can see as it bobs up to the surface the silhouette and shape of a massive shark. And then you watch as some tentacles kind of rise out and wrap around it, and you see Viskulig's face sort of appear out of the water, the eyes blinking at you. You can see large gashes across the side, but you hear the voice pierce into your mind. I'm going to take a moment to myself. And the shark body is pulled beneath the waves.
Oh, well, bon appetit.
I guess
Is
those
that
Glad to
things.
know
What
that you
happened?
survived. Kinda.
Taruk?
No stranger than much that has been seen today. I guess. As I see the weird aboleth thing eat a giant shark suddenly. Yeah,
it just
okay.
disappears beneath the
guess.
waves.
That we're cool with it.
That
Oh,
can't
no,
be
it's,
the strangest thing you've seen.
No,
I mean,
not.
you made a unicorn appear.
As I said, not the strangest thing
Oh,
today. Yes.
And the unicorn touched the devil child. I mean, I recorded this.
I just look at Aize. I'm Aspen, by the way. I'm sorry I didn't introduce myself. And this is Aize. Does anybody need any healing? Can I just look around?
Yes. Does anyone need any healing?
Rin runs over to Aspen. It's like, but she's got a really good relationship with this one. He's more comfortable with her.
Ah. Anyone else?
Okay.
I could
Hands
Oh.
get some healing. I'm pretty beat up.
Okay, Nathan, I'm gonna do a prayer of healing,
Sure.
which I probably would have
And-
started before the
and
introduction.
I think Taruk, what are you gonna do?
I mean, roll initiative, I guess. See who does it first.
Okay, yeah,
Okay, sure, yeah,
definitely,
go for it.
I'm gonna guidance myself, if that's okay,
Ooh.
Nathan.
I roll a 19.
19.
I'm
okay.
eager.
I think just do a straight roll, Aspen, because we want to keep this fair.
I'll do
we
a
want to
straight
keep
roll.
this
Yeah,
fair.
yeah.
Okay, so Taruk, you step in, and what do you do?
So I go over and I say, in my own, I say a prayer to myself, and I say, may your wounds disappear, and then and I lay a hand on him.
Okay.
I roll a d100.
Yeah.
This part I cannot control, so I apologize in advance.
I'm gonna laugh so
31.
hard. 31. Okay, let's see. Oh, please be something good.
Just have to watch for Nathan's
But
reaction.
first,
No,
but
this is incredible. Okay, yeah. First, go ahead. What's the spell you cast?
his wounds do indeed disappear, as does he.
Oh,
And I'm you. So to
Oh,
you,
invisibility.
Chris, you're still standing right there, but for the rest of us, just are like,
just suddenly
What?
disappears.
Weird.
Well,
yeah.
before you
You
can
just
even,
got greater invisibility cast on you.
before you can even react, Taruk, as you cast Greater Invisibility and you watch Aize disappear, and then when Aize disappears, there's kind of that shimmer and just like instantly gone. Like there's not much fanfare. Suddenly, Taruk, you feel your stomach kind of twist and knot, and you feel a bit nauseous, and you all watch as Taruk, the form of Taruk seems to and sort of bend in on itself, and there's a pop of sound as Taruk goes and disappears. Taruk, you feel that drop in your stomach and suddenly blink, and you are floating in a vast, empty star space with strange, swirling mists and nebula around you.
I did a drink.
And then, a moment later, you reappear on the deck of the ship.
Okay.
Does that happen a lot? When you try to heal
no,
people?
I promise this has never happened before. It's a very unusual issue for me to do, for this performance to not. I will. I should probably rest
Yeah.
before I attempt any more magics.
You've worked so hard. You know, you deserve.
I think that's a good plan. I think that Taruk and I should get going, and it was really nice meeting you all. Rin, please be safe, and best of luck to you doing whatever it is you're doing. Taruk, shall we?
We shall, sir.
Thanks for saving the day.
Thank you.
Where is Ayuze? I don't even. Where did he?
Oh, right here.
Okay. Wait. what?
I'm sorry. And I undo the spell in my mind, and he's visible again.
Reappears.
I thought he was disintegrated.
I didn't think
I
had
wasn't
some
sure.
All right, let's go, Taruk. And as Herrick kind of like pats you on the shoulder and brings you in close, he kind of leans in.
Listen, I know you're trying to help, but we gotta figure this out. Every time you do something weird happens, and you might hurt somebody. You understand?
Yes.
Okay, now just let's wait till we get back on shore, okay?
Yes.
Okay. Are you just saying yes?
No. Yes. No.
Okay. All right,
Okay.
let's go.
He hops on the eagle and gestures.
I'll
to
hop
you.
on the other eagle.
Oh, and yeah, he turns to you, Rin, and kind of looks down at you.
I got one more letter, and before just assuming he leans over to reach out,
Yeah,
she just
I
hands
do.
it off.
Or he does.
It was the next one I was gonna send, but I guess it's best to give it to you now.
Thanks. I'll wait to read it when I get back.
I'll see you soon, I hope.
Yeah.
Thanks, Dad.
Proud of you.
Me too.
All right. He whistles, and the eagle turns and takes off up into the sky. Taruk, are you riding on the back with him?
No, well, I have my own eagle.
Yeah, okay. So you jump on your own eagle and fly away. The flower petals, the butterflies still trailing behind you.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Swiftbow and Taruk Butterfly Man.
Glad Narmin.
And you watch Taruk and Herrick disappear as they fly off. The large eagle that took you, Rin, as well, takes off and joins in with their formation. As you disappear northward up towards Saltmarsh. And that is where we're going to end tonight as we see the rest of you standing on the deck of the ship watching them depart. Awesome. Yeah.
Great work.
Thank you, Thor, so much. That was a blast. If it wasn't obvious to everybody, we were definitely doing some homebrew there. He was wild magic sorcerer, but we weren't rolling to see if it triggered. We just, every time he cast a spell, we just triggered.
It always triggered.
I was a cleric before the spell plague
Yes.
when I got turned, so I'm using the wrong magic now. It just doesn't work.
Something
So,
happened.
wild mage sorcery was closest.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Um,
So you want to talk about
Yes.
your game again?
Oh yeah, sure. So I'm Thornai. You can find me online at Thornai everything with a KNAI. I am a game designer and an actor, and we have a fun D&D game, official collab with WizKids and Wizards of the Coast called Trials of Tempest, coming out this summer. So that's a super fun game. It's party against party. You don't need a DM, and it changes every time you play. So we're just excited to have that out there and can't wait for everybody to get to play it.
It
Yes.
seems amazing.
Yeah, no, thank you for having
so
me on.
I put the link. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
I put the link in chat for everybody, and I wanted to say also, you guys look up Trials of Tempest, right?
Yeah, Trials of Tempest.
Look up Trials of Tempest YouTube because there's a really good preview as well. It's on there that made me in love with the game beyond what I read.
There is. Is it
There
like
is.
the one from the con or a new one?
It looked like it was at a con.
Okay, cool. Yeah, no, that was cool.
yeah.
That's a cool little rundown. Yeah. Yep.
Gotta love that.
Yes.
Awesome. Cool.
All right.
And also, super quick plug for my thing. So Eric and I are we're influencers now. So we're on TikTok.
Wow.
We have I just put it in chat. Dad Jokes and Dragons is the name of our D&D pun channel. We've had really good reception the first month, and we have about 35 to 40 little bits that are up there. Erica's stuff is actually be dropping in a couple weeks with a lot of cool art. What's up there now is beta. I'll stop talking, but basically, if you like to laugh, if you like D&D, please check us out. Dad Jokes and Dragons on TikTok.
Yeah, there's definitely been little hints of it in this show with some of Glum's jokes. So it's, yeah, definitely check it out. It's great. It's really fun, bite-sized content. Really great. Cool. Well, thank you one more time. Thank you, Thor, for hanging out with us. And sorry we started late. Just, yeah, technical difficulties. But we will see you all next week. Have a lovely evening. Bye.